Ahoy, land lovers. It's me, your Captain Vasco speaking. Welcome to another stream. It's Friday, May the 23rd, 2025. The fact that it's 2025, things could certainly be better. News still exists. Boy, is it a bad year for the news, huh? And I'm not talking about Huey Lewis. But yeah, we're here. It's the start of a 3-day weekend for many of us, at least here in the United States. Memorial Day weekend. Woo, spring break, sort of, kind of. We'll go with it. We're gonna be playing some Old Skies in a little bit. A game that I am doing my darndest to adjust my mental model for on the fly so as not just to come across hateful. I think part of me still feels bad about the way Rosewater went down, even though I don't know. I do maintain that my experience with Rosewater wasn't great, but I have a little bit of a hard time being fully objective about it because, like, I feel like the and I talked a little bit about this last week, I think, but like just briefly, I feel like that is a game that was like trying to do some cheeky stuff in an adventure game engine, and I feel as though it taught me to do the wrong thing and then punished me for it, which just like left me coming away from that game feeling like not great, to be honest. But like Old Skies is another adventure game that I've been looking forward to for a long time, and I've had some kind of mixed feelings there too. Um, but before we get to that, I don't know that I really have any particularly interesting stories about my week, which is a good thing. I mean, I did spend Tuesday celebrating my mom's birthday and took the day off work for that. We went exploring, checked out a mall we had never seen here in Florida, where we've only lived for not quite a year. It did mean that for the first time since moving here, we went to a cheesecake factory, which was nice. And we also saw the movie Thunderbolts, which is really good. I don't know what uh, your collective appetite for Marvel movies is, or what your impression of those trailers was, but that movie looked good to me, and I feel like it overperformed. I feel like it did even better than I thought it would do. So that's exciting. Had a half day today, which I used primarily to do two things once I wrapped up work. One was spend time watching the previous Mission Impossible movie, as I am expecting to see the second part of the Reckoning duology over the weekend. So I wanted to refresh myself on the almost 3 hour long Dead Reckoning. And the other thing relates to these little guys. So, for those who don't know, which I assume is many or most or nearly all of you, um, McDonald's has started a new Happy Meal Squishmallow crossover promotion. I got a couple of these last weekend. No, I got them on Monday. I got I think he's just monster is his classification. Also, little bat. These guys are a lot nicer than I thought they would be, but these are ones I did get a little while ago. What I did today is get two more. Now these come in. This is kind of new to me. I've gotten Happy Meals before recently. I was trying to collect the Yu-Gi-Oh set, the Yu-Gi-Oh Hello Kitty crossover, which I was very excited about. Didn't quite get all of them. Got like a pretty good selection. But these ones are interesting. The new Squishmallows come in these like kind of hard to see through. I think they're like wax paper or something similar to that packaging. They're like relatively opaque. And they don't have labels on them. I'm sort of used to the like plastic bag that has like a number and you can like see what's in it and like you just know what it is. These ones don't, and I thought it'd be fun to open them on stream. But I haven't done any research on this, but I think these might be duplicates because I think the color on this back panel may correspond to a specific Squishmallow, or I could be wrong. It's just an educated guess I've made. But I have two of them, and we'll open and we'll have some data. I have no idea how the mic's picking that up. Okay, this is, as I would have guessed by the coloration, Winking Banana. You can sort of see, I think the whole collection is depicted here. Winking Banana. There's also monster, dog, flamingo, axolotl, cactus, bat, moth, leopard, blue jay, cat, and what is my pick for least favorite of set, mustache pickle. Um, yeah, if we end up dodging mustache pickle and getting everything else somehow, won't be disappointed in that. Okay, and drum roll. Also winking banana. So yes, I think the color panel on the back is an indicator as to which Squishmallow is inside, but it unless you already know what that color is, it's still kind of a mystery. It's an interesting way of doing it. I don't hate it, but I think I would have been happy to not have double Winking Banana. But Winking Banana is not a bad one. I'd put it in like my top half from the collection for sure. But now I got two of them. I don't know. You can got a couple bananas. Is that a couple bananas on your desk, or am I happy to see you? Let's find out. Hi Cotillion, hi Demolition, hi Cat Dreaming, and also of course, hi Mom. My mom is nearly always in chat, almost exclusively, unless she's doing something for one of her other children at the time that I'm streaming. I think that covers all the immediate orders of business. I guess it's worth mentioning now that it's sort of public information. Our quest. I updated what the tracker called the thing. It was surprisingly inconvenient. But yes, as we discussed during last week's Saturday Blueprint stream, I have pre-ordered a very large Flareon that I intend probably during like the late summer to try and do like a proper redecoration of the office and finally like move the desk to a new space. Did make some progress on the thing that needs to happen before I can start working on that proper, and probably lock that in next week. But yeah, I need your help to justify this preposterous endeavor. This is not an invitation for Demolition to constantly exceed budget. It's a group goal because I thought it would be fun for us to enjoy that together. As the Flareon will, if I can manage it at all, will be prominently featured all the time on stream forever. Okay, now that I've said all those things, Old Skies. I do hate that it doesn't track the cursor. So I don't remember noticing this before. I'm pretty sure when you just like boot up the game vanilla style, Fia Quinn, the protagonist, is wearing like her standard character outfit from the future present. But I think because we saved in the 1920s, we have like 1920s outfit Fia. I genuinely don't remember that being updated when we were working previously. I don't know if that's just like something generated randomly. I will note that apparently we're now on version 2. This game came out not that long ago. I don't know anything about what was changed or why it was changed, but version 2, that's fun. So where exactly precisely did we leave off? Yeah, okay, so I think the last thing that happened was that we finally got some information from the couple whose names I regrettably don't remember. I bet I can bring them up with my, like, future Google. Yeah, okay. So, last week we started a new case. It is the case of Pie Sycamore, a museum curator from the present, which I think is 2053 off the top of my head. Located like an unsigned painting that she swore was by this like notoriously aloof artist named Pie Sycamore. But because there wasn't a signature on it, she needed the help of our time travel corporation, Chronozen, in order to verify the, what is it called, the provenance? I should know this. I don't. But basically we needed to prove that that's a real painting that can go in that gallery of like Pie Sycamore stuff that she really cares about. So she came back here, and like honestly, we did like a bunch of nonsense. I'll try to keep from griping about it unless the game gives me a specific reason to. But like the start of like every mission we've had so far has been rough, and like the characters are real hit or miss for me. But like the world of Old Skies is really interesting, and I hear good things about the story, especially the conclusion, which I've somehow managed not to have spoiled. But like, I mean, here's hoping. But so the Cliff Notes version is that like I think Jackson Grant is the guy who like owned a jewelry store that for some reason our client had a photo of like a Pie Sycamore painting hanging in the mirror and hanging in the window of a jewelry store. And it was never really explained how she found that or why, but it was like the only lead given to us because the game absolutely hates giving you a sensible lead to start any of these missions. So like basically we like bothered that dude and like poked around for a while. And then like eventually just kind of like forced our way into Jackson's house, and he was just kind of like drinking and chill with us, like wandering in and like insulting him to his face and stuff. But our client, whose name is something Cameron, right? Is her name? It'll come up if it's relevant. But like she started having this like weird biological reaction, claiming that everything smelled like horrendous and that she had to like go outside or she was gonna explode. And it turns out this is a symptom for something called precursor syndrome. If you are in too close proximity to like a direct ancestor of yours, you risk like, you know, stopping yourself from existing. And so like there's a like biological like anti-paradox allergy that sort of alerts you that you should not be doing that. So we sent her back to the present, but when we did, there was a young couple who just got married, Elizabeth and Arthur Cameron, who witnessed her like dive into the time portal and like assumed that we were like the devil and we like sent her to Hades or something. And then like long story short, like a bunch of shenanigans happened from there. We kept trying to just like ask them for information about the artist behind the paintings because the daughter was the one who originally like found them. And like they just sucked. They like stole a cop car and like tried to get us arrested for it, and then they crashed the cop car, and then we shot a cop with a future laser, and then like they held like an entire like speakeasy at Tommy gunpoint, and then like finally we convinced them that like they should stop drinking nonstop and maybe plan for the future of their unborn child, because apparently it was like a voluntary shotgun wedding. There's a lot going on. The couple's kind of a nightmare to be around. But we finally at the end of the last stream got some information from them that it's heavily implied, if not outright stated, that like Arthur's mother is the one who's like responsible for those paintings. So she might herself be Pie Sycamore, or she should at least give us some information of that. And I think the place we're at now is like the like her address, and we're like gonna go talk to her and try to find out more. Future Laser was your band's name in college. That's a pretty good one. I mean, especially if you can like trademark that. It's like nice and like generic in a good way. Got an achievement for shooting the cop. True, although didn't we also determine that you would get like an achievement for doing any of the other 3 ways of like resolving that scene? But like I'd been like so annoyed by the couple that I like kept trying to use my violent solutions on them, knowing the game wouldn't let me. And then like when the cop showed up at the car crash, like he was just like, all right, now I got questions for you. And I don't know if he actually drew, I don't think he drew his gun. Maybe he did. But like he was like literally gonna start like interrogating us, and I just like took the first opportunity to just like shoot him in the head. And they're like, all right, well, that was a choice. And our character said something like, it was a hunch, it's probably fine. Okay, great. So now I'm at a mysterious apartment building, and it's time to rummage through the mail, maybe? This is a curious way of lining this up, right? Mailbox for apartment 7A, 6B, 5th floor, 3rd floor, basement floor. second floor, fourth floor, 6A, 6C, 7B. So you're telling me that floor 7 has 2 apartments, floor 6 has 3, all other floors except the lobby have 1, including the basement. Like the basement, like the building doesn't simply have a basement, it has a mailbox for the basement, implying that it is an apartment.
A label reads B. Banks. A label reads S. Dorian. A label reads T. Angelo.
I believe that's Tangelo.
A label reads P. Cameron.
That's the one.
This has to be it.
3rd floor. Didn't start that process knowing what I was doing, but we got there. Hey, Sniper Justin, you've missed almost no progress. How are you? Welcome to Friday. The end of Friday. The stream, I mean. The start of the stream at the end of Friday. The poison for Cusco. The poison chosen especially for Cusco. Alright, panel of keyholes, each marked with a number. There's a solitary button marked lobby. I'm sorry, in 1923? Hang on. In 1923, this apartment building has an elevator. That elevator doesn't have an elevator operator, but it does have, like, individual key locks for each floor? That doesn't sound right. That sounds insane.
A number of small keys. Only the lobby can be pressed.
Listen, I have, like, a lockpick thing.
There we go.
It's so funny how this game contrives reasons to use your, like, glitch gadget. They're mostly picking locks. It's surprisingly ominous in here.
Wow.
What is it?
I'm definitely in Pie Sycamore's studio.
So you made it? And what's it like?
Did Pie Sycamore paint Gold D. Roger? I feel like there's like some Gold Roger energy coming from that like purple portrait on the back wall.
It's a mess, is what it is.
I mean, it's like an artist's apartment.
Well, I expected that. Do you see it?
Not yet. Let me look around.
We have no reason to think that the painting that we're trying to verify has even been painted yet. That's not what's going on. Let me sleep in their bed like Goldilocks. Oh, no, I'll just take their mattress and rusted metal crank. Hang on. What? Hang on. Why is that the place that we keep our rusty metal crank? Why?
That curtain is too thick and heavy to move on my own.
I'm sorry, the curtain? Oh, this is meant to be a curtain. It looks like it's just wall. The bed's too soft. I don't think, as someone who likes a fairly firm mattress, I don't think that's the way to go about doing that, Justin. Oh, hang on. There's a metal plate with a small hole in the center. Do you think our glitch will...
Poking the hole didn't do anything.
Hang on. I don't remember how I have these laid out ever at all. Okay, I got it. Let's try that again.
Poking the hole didn't do anything.
Not sure what blowing on that will achieve.
They're a pair. You see? You get it? You understand what I'm going for?
Blowing on that will achieve.
Yeah, you get it. You understand.
Whatever goes in here, none of the multi-tool attachments will fit.
That also feels surprisingly lewd. Alright, let me touch a bunch of paintings real quick.
A rendering of Manhattan, painted in shades of pink.
I feel like I clicked on the blue one with gold trees, that's not how I would describe that.
Life of Rue. Evocative, isn't it?
There's the client.
The city looks like an ugly bruise.
That description does kind of sound like the paint.
I can never tell if it makes me feel terribly sad or terribly angry when I look at it.
Most things make me feel both. I feel like that's problematic, no?
But that's the point, isn't it? It can be both things.
Things can be two things.
I can't make heads or tails of this one.
Is it a coin flip? Was that a funny joke?
That would be Gridiron Series 2. We assume it was a rejected attempt. It's very lacking when compared to Series 1 and 3.
Why would Series 2 be worse than 1? It's not like a TV show.
So it's not any good?
didn't say that. I've seen people stare at it for hours. Books have been written about it. Art is what you make of it.
This one appears to be a tree with yellow leaves.
That exact painting is hanging in my exhibit, but the leaves are pink. Sycamore must have painted over them. Or rather, will paint over them, whichever.
Dun dun dun.
Do you recognize this one, Imani?
Yes, not one of Sycamore's best. It's called Hair Study.
I like how, like, in response to the other one, she's like, no, all art is valuable. It's what you make of it. And we're like, this one, she's like, this is called Garbage Painting by Pie Sycamore.
Hair study.
Painting hair is hard, Fia. Or so I've been told.
Do you think Pie Sycamore knows how to draw a horse? I've never met a person capable of that.
Sycamore obviously felt the need to practice.
It looks like yellow lines intersecting trees?
Is that
It's
what we would
difficult
call
to
that?
tell.
That would be Gridiron Series 1. There's been a lot of debate on what that title means.
Football?
What do you think?
You don't want to open up that can of worms, trust me.
Several hours later. This is called I'm Trying to Learn How to Paint Hair. Basically.
This one looks like a sleeping dancer. Or a dead dancer.
Ooh, do you think Pie Sycamore is like a serial killer that paints their victims?
That would be Dreams of Home. Not one of Pie's greatest.
This is called Dumpster Dancer. We all hate it. Boo.
It sold at auction last year for only $1.2 million.
Garbage. Absolute trash.
Only?
By Sycamore standards, that's pocket change.
What if it's a sleeping dead dancer? Oh man. Are we gonna get like super philosophical as to like what it means to be alive? I did spend like over 7 hours watching a video deconstruction of a game called Who is Lila that I have never played and that I am unlikely to ever play. It's just absolutely fascinating, right along those lines.
This one looks like 3 human faces peering out of the darkness.
Not Sycamore's most popular, but one of my personal favorites. It's simply called Missing You.
It's a lot of faces.
I've always wondered why.
Because there were 4 faces.
Do you recognize this one, Imani?
Land Over Wave. People waited in line for 2 hours to see that at the Met last year.
It's just hanging on the wall right now. A bit precariously, to be honest.
Good God, don't touch it. Don't take a breath unless you have to.
I'll do my best. Do you know this one, Imani? Looks like a pink sunset, but there's no sun.
You've seriously never seen Wings of Home?
I don't know what about this conversation would have convinced you
Well
otherwise.
known, is it?
It's hanging in the Louvre right now, just down the hall from Claude Erdin's Dark Lady.
With the nature of time travel being what it is in this universe, it feels really like difficult to like believe that art and culture have the same significance. Like I don't know how to put it. With all the like time changes, like to even try and like use like major paintings as like landmarks of like it's as famous as this. Well, like yeah, but what if that painting like didn't exist before I like commuted to work last week or whatever?
It's just covered in dust right now.
Don't try and clean it. We have professionals for that.
Oh good, there aren't individual hitboxes for all of these. Or these. What did she say about Big Face?
That curtain is too thick and heavy.
Right, she didn't really say anything about Big Face. Missing anything? H. Metal plate, painting, 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 paint. Hold on. Painting, 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 switch metal plate. Okay, I think that's all those. Oh, it wants this.
Fits
Let's-
perfectly.
Crank it real good. Do 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 do. Can Can I find any paintings? No, but I might be able to find a boat.
Well,
No one will ever
is that it?
understand that.
It's so hard to see through this monitor.
It might be. Potentially. I can't say for certain.
What do you mean?
There is a canvas here, but it's blank.
Blank. Blasted. We're too early.
Yeah, like, there's like a reasonably high likelihood that would happen. I don't know why you're like surprised.
Is there any way we can compare the two canvases? This one here and the one you have?
We can do that. Just take a small chip from the middle of the canvas.
Oh my god, she's gonna have a heart attack.
No, don't you dare butcher that canvas. Don't breathe near it. Besides,
I do not know a painting's date as a historian. I mean, in fairness, that's kind of the whole point, right? Is it's not validated as a Pie Sycamore painting and doesn't have Pie Sycamore's signature on it. So since they aren't sure for sure what artist made it, you wouldn't have any way of knowing the date, right?
the date on the painting says the 18th of August. That
Oh, that's right.
means it is going to be created tonight.
People can get dates wrong, and things can change.
Change? What do you mean, change?
This, for example, this probably didn't originally happen. Yeah, in a single night. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Like, okay, I'm not sure about that.
You...
Time to hit the old dusty trail.
Sorry. I was just leaving. Yeah. You wouldn't be Pie Sycamore, by any chance?
It's... you?
I'm troubled that she knows us. We haven't seen her yet, right? I don't think.
Is it really you?
So, like, we crossed paths with her, like, before she became Pie Sycamore at a different point in our time travel?
Sorry?
It is you. I can tell. Your clothes are different, but the eyes... the face...
People do change clothes. Is she gonna touch our face?
even the smell...
Please don't smell my
it
face.
is exactly the same.
I believe you are thinking of a different person who smells like my face.
You must have confused me with someone else.
Impossible. How could I mistake anyone else for someone like you?
Future self crosses paths with her at some point in her past. Yeah, I think it's like a River Song thing. Although, let's keep in mind that it is also reasonably possible that our own past crossed paths with her past and she just wasn't relevant to us. Like, we were just doing something in the past in, like, 1920 instead of 1923 for, like, a previous mission or something. And, like, just because we didn't know who Pie Sycamore was or what she looked like, you know, some brief interaction could have, like, just not resonated with us or something.
Someone like me?
Yes. When you encounter an angel, it leaves you changed forever.
Oh no, is she gonna paint us instead of her daughter-in-law?
You're speaking metaphorically, of course.
What a pointless dialogue.
No, of course I'm not. My angel. My guardian angel. I always wondered if you'd come back.
Joke's on you, you are the daughter-in-law. Man, that's the tricky thing about the type of time travel model presented by this game. You know that stupid Old Spice commercial where it's like, look down now, back to me, I'm on a horse? Like, your entire history basically works that way. It's like, oh no, I blinked and now I, like, married her son or some garbage.
After that day when you saved me, I know it's been over 50 years, but...
I mean, knowing what little I know about this game after, like, 2 full missions, and now this input she's given us, I think it's most likely that, like, we will have to go back, we'll, like, have to tunnel to a recent point in her history and, like, save her now, even though for her it's already happened or whatever. I think precursor syndrome would trigger if you were her daughter-in-law. Good point. But I mean, like, you know, like thought exercise of like things change.
You really don't remember?
Well, actually, no, wait. She wouldn't have given birth to us, right? So, like, no, there shouldn't be any reason. Like, it would have to be like an actual like blood relative of ours, not just like someone relevant to. Like, if we went back in time and were the like great 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 grandmother of some random person in our own timeline, even though like that person exists in our timeline, I don't think that would be precursor. What was the time frame when you saved the girl in the woods? Ooh, what an interesting question, Katine. What year was that? Was that also 1920 something? No, wait. It would have been... Oh, what year was that? I can't remember. It's been too many weeks. But, like, I think you're right. That could be her. I think it was, like, late quote-unquote Wild West. Like, I think you're right. Like, it's plausible. It's like the sister of Simon Mason or whatever.
Wait, Paula Inman.
Sure.
It's
Mason was the
Paula
other guy in the
Cameron
fight.
now, but yes, I knew you'd remember. I was too young to understand it, but I do now. I was supposed to die, wasn't I? Before you intervened.
Well, define supposed to. Causality is really tricky.
Before you poured light from your hands and saved me.
What did we do? What did we do that was light pouring from our hands? I'm not remembering something that fits that description.
It's more complex than that, Paula.
Oh, you think it was the energy from the gun destroying the tree that was pinning her down? Yeah, I can see in that state her confusing that for like healing energy or something.
Not to me. You saved my life, saved me from that fate.
So like I think we had said, or it was somehow implied that Pie Sycamore basically didn't exist until recently, as far as like our personal timeline is concerned, and that's like totally legit, because like until we finished our last mission, Pie Sycamore like couldn't have existed.
Fate doesn't really exist. Not like that.
Then why did you save me? Why didn't you leave me?
Because someone paid my
under that
company like a
tree?
lot of money.
Your brother needed you. Your death would have sent him on a very bad path.
Simon. He died 30 years ago. He doesn't need me anymore. I did try, you know.
Huh?
I tried to make use of the extra time you gave me.
I don't know, people seem to like your art or whatever. You're doing fine.
Tried to make it all worth it. Worthy of you. Did I? Did I use the time well?
I mean, I've tried to be like, you know, kind of like dispassionate in these answers, because I feel like, you know, time you want me, accidentally your own grandmother kind of thing. But like, I think she's doing good. I feel no need to make her second guess that.
Yes, Paula. You helped your brother, and your paintings will touch millions.
Really?
Your work will be seen the world over.
I might not go that far. That feels like that's timey-wimey, accidentally your own grandmother kind of stuff.
Funny. I believe you, and yet I feel nothing.
It's called a mental health problem.
I suppose it doesn't matter now.
What do you mean?
Isn't that why you're here?
Oh dear.
My time is finally up.
Nope.
No! You have the wrong idea of why I'm here.
Either way, I have very little holding me here.
I might as well just curl up in my bed with my iron crank and just die.
My brother and husband are long dead. My
I hope
son
those are
is
two different
grown.
people.
He just got married, you know.
I actually, sadly, am aware of that.
I am aware.
My next piece was going to be a present for them.
What?
Could I have a few more hours to finish the painting?
Again, can't stress this enough, not ushering you to any afterlife.
Just one more before I go.
Please don't do that, like, depressing Twilight Zone pitch for the angels.
There are Sycamore paintings dated as late as the mid-1930s. This won't be her last, not by a long shot.
Not unless I change history. Sound of gun charging.
Take all the time you need.
I won't drag this out, I promise.
She just does like a Day of the Tentacle, just like
Stay for a while,
like slops
if you
paint
want.
on it like 3 times and it's done.
I normally don't like being watched, but since it's you...
Oh, buy me dinner first, Pie Sycamore. Hey, can you bother to explain why your name is that?
I think I can handle it.
Can I? Okay. This is really pointless, but can I,
Not while she's using it.
Okay, it would have been really funny if they let me just, like, close her into the painting alcove. Seen that look of single-minded focus before on the face of Uncle Eddie while chopping fish.
I should focus on what I came here to do.
Isn't what I came here to do gonna take hours?
No, so.
Yeah, Fia.
Can I speak to Imani?
Sure. Patching you through.
You right.
What do you think of Pie's studio?
It's fine. I just wish I could fight my own instincts.
Instincts?
As a curator, it's all wrong. The larger pieces the more vibrant ones, should be placed evenly throughout to catch your eye and entice you to move through the room bit by bit.
That's not how...
And don't get me started on the frames, or lack thereof.
Wow, that is remarkably short-sighted of you, lady.
Never meet your heroes.
Boy, that's just gonna be a running theme of this game, huh?
You're not the first to say that.
Well, it's evergreen advice.
Listen to your great-grandparents.
So it would seem.
I'm so sorry.
You didn't know about them.
If they were a painting, I could trace them back to the resin they made the paint from. But genealogy was never my thing.
The study of genies. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Any thought?
You're the experts. I'll let you decide what's best. But if you have an art question, I'm all yours.
Talk soon.
I'm really not sure what the game thinks I'm gonna do to advance this.
Paula? Or should I call you Pie?
For you, Paula is fine. Do you remember the trees near my childhood home?
The game lagged a second, but I asked her why her name is Pie Sycamore.
They were sycamore trees. Almost every single one.
You named yourself after the trees near your old house.
It felt right.
And Pie? Is that because it starts with a P, like Paula?
I should hope there's at least slightly more to it than that.
Huh? No, I just like pie.
Yeah, that's acceptable.
Who doesn't like pie?
Why bother with a false name at all?
I am not sure. I think I was ashamed.
Ashamed? Why?
Well, look around. Is this how a woman is supposed to spend her golden years?
I mean, as long as she's cool with that nightmare sleeping situation, I think this is totally fine.
It felt foolish and selfish, so I hid behind a name. But the more time I spent here, the less I wanted to do anything else.
If she was really truly ahead of her time, she would wear like a big mouse head to conceal her face in public.
Now I'm ashamed of being ashamed. Wish I'd done this 30 years earlier. Should I start using my real name, do you think?
Oh, is that why this one's not signed Pie Sycamore?
No, please keep it. It suits you.
I agree.
So, how have you been?
You mean after you saved my life?
We should stop bringing that up,
We
but
can
yeah.
start there, sure.
I lived. Lived to see my childhood home destroyed.
And you're welcome.
Blown up and dug up and paved over with concrete. The lake, the forest, my precious sycamore trees.
Even my delicious pie paved over.
All sacrificed for the city's precious street grid.
I'm sorry.
There is not a single wild forest left on this island now. There's barely anybody alive who remembers them. So it's up to me, isn't it?
Hey Q, welcome to the stream. How's the puzzle difficulty moon logic level for this game? It's been a little uneven, so it's tough for me to give just like a single flat answer for that. I would say that the balance it's not a bullseye for me. There's definitely been some like weird stuff where like it is not clear what the game wants you to do to proceed, and often even like the very first thing you do when you start a new story chapter is like pretty vague. But like yeah, we had as an example, we had a thing last week where there was like basically nothing to do, and I had to like Google every character in the chapter, and then like one of those told me that like a person had like a type of familial relation, and then if I talk to that person after learning that they simply have that like relative, then I can like have a dialogue option that like there was really no reason I couldn't have had before, and nothing that I learned really made that like dialogue option seem like a new strategy I couldn't have done before. So like I got like really hung up on that, and it wasn't like a satisfying conclusion, just like as an example. But like yeah, broadly speaking, I'd say my larger complaint is that like this game is technically an adventure game. It's really trying as hard as possible to mostly not be an adventure game, and for me that might be an even bigger issue, but that's sort of personal in fairness. You missed it. Why isn't her name? You were mostly right with the sycamore trees. It wasn't specifically because she nearly died to one, just that they grew around her house and she liked them, and then she also liked pie, and that was the whole story. That's all the TV there is.
What do you mean, it's up to you?
I'm the only one who remembers, let alone cares.
About wild forests in New York?
My husband got bored of me talking about them. And my son, well, he loves the city as it is. So that means it falls to me to recreate them, the forests of New York, the way they used to be, so others can remember them too.
Sounds difficult.
It is, but I'm grateful. Grateful to be the one chosen to do this. Grateful every day. So, thank you.
You're welcome?
Hey, this is actually a character I like. This chapter has had a lot of characters I did not particularly like.
Your paintings are lovely, Paula.
That's nice, I suppose. I'm glad. For you.
That's that's a weirdly passive-aggressive response to that.
But I didn't feel particularly lovely when I painted them.
Why? What did you feel?
I don't know, but that's just it, isn't it?
I feel like you're continuing to hint at mental illness issues.
I do this to try and make sense out of it all. What anyone else thinks is irrelevant to me.
How did your brother fare, Paula?
Simon, he was always sad. He never showed it, but it was there, deep inside. I think it ate away at him, the sadness. I think that's what got him, in the end.
I think it was the bullet from a rival gang member.
The doctor said it was cholera, but I know. It was sadness. It's important to let the sadness out, you know.
Good bleeding with
Create
leeches.
something beautiful with it.
Like a bunch of bloody leeches.
I wish Simon understood that.
Can you tell me anything more about Simon's life?
Can we not, please?
Very well, Paula. I met your son today.
I'm mostly exhausting dialogue options because it keeps generating new ones, which makes me think maybe this is what the game thinks I need to do to advance. Like, we were like making good progress, and then we like met Pie Sycamore, and we like all we need to do is like make sure that painting is genuinely from Pie Sycamore, and like now I just have no idea how to like, because she's like painting it right now. It's like, do you want me to leave and come back? Is it like the fossil guy in Pokemon Red and Blue?
Oh, my son met an angel on his wedding day.
I do actually appreciate the unnecessary and heavy-handed like mirror of he thinks that we're the devil and whatever.
A good omen, I hope.
He called me a demon, actually.
Angel or demon, I'll bet he found a way to make it benefit himself.
That's true, and I plan to shoot him later if I can.
You are not wrong.
Oh, good. Good for him. So proud of him.
You approve of your son?
You approve of your son's behavior.
Why wouldn't I?
He does suck a lot.
I suppose I can see why an angel wouldn't approve, but I'm his mother. I see a man living life the way he wants to, with no compromises. I can get behind that. Heck, look at me.
You are not the same.
Anyone who says we shouldn't live the way we want can go hang. Sorry, any mortal. You can say whatever you want, of course.
So you met Liz, Arthur's clustermate.
I swear to God, if this woman fails to say husband or wife at least once in this game, I'm gonna lose my gosh darn mind. She professionally visits past periods in history. It's her literal job. And she keeps using this, like, absolutely, like, progressive, like, future present terminology for, like, couples, and I get it. But, like, if she's gonna go to the past, she should be using era-appropriate terminology. Otherwise, everyone's gonna keep thinking she's insane, including me.
I mean, wife.
I have.
That doesn't count because she
She's
said it
the
wrong
best
first.
thing that ever happened to him.
You like her?
What's not to like? Some rich kids, they choke on that silver spoon. But Liz, she'd melt it down and make bullets out of it if she could.
I think you may be right. Just so we're clear, I'm not an angel.
You're not entirely normal, though, are you?
What's normal?
I am. Although our definitions of the word normal may diverge.
So, what does it matter? You've been an angel to me my entire life. I'm not going to stop just because you tell me otherwise.
Nevertheless, it's a fact.
I'm an artist. Who has time for facts?
How's the painting coming along?
A few hours, like I said. Please, just a few.
I'll leave you alone now, Paula.
Thank you. Just a few hours, I promise.
Do you think if we leave and come back, she'll have, like, just left or whatever?
Down we go.
So, that was Pie Sycamore.
That it was. She's your great-great-grandmother.
That hasn't quite sunk in yet. Paula Cameron. She even shares my name. Do you think that explains why I was so drawn to her work?
Yes, and also why everything smells of spoiled milk.
Is it possible somehow that I knew?
Note artist said that is a true statement. I mean, she seems like a very genuine artist type. I like the way she's written. The only thing I don't like about her is that she likes the two extremely annoying children, but I'm not going to hold that against her.
Impressed or disappointed?
I'm elated.
No, related. There's an
I
R.
always knew that there was an explosion of feelings behind those brushstrokes. Trying to recreate your lost childhood? That's a well that can never be filled. But the trying, making the attempt, it can...
Sorry, keep accidentally clicking. Results in something great beauty.
Fia, what you said to Pie before about fate and destiny not existing, do you really believe that?
I don't know if this is meant to be addressed to me. It feels clear to me that our character doesn't believe in that, because like there have been multiple times she said that when we didn't have a choice. But like, it's for me, no. I don't know where she's going with this. Just to stay consistent with the character, let's go with unsure.
I don't know if there is an all-governing force or not. There's only one power that decides what may or may not happen in the past, and that's our board of directors.
Okay, fair enough. But you saved her life. I discovered her paintings. She's my ancestor. And here we are together, connected. Doesn't that imply some kind of, I don't know, some kind of...
What? Imani? Some kind of what? Hello? Imani?
Did we make her not exist?
Nozo, is Imani alright?
Who?
No, she's convulsing.
Hey, gang, that seems bad.
Convulsing? Is it precursor syndrome?
Worse, she's paradoxing.
Is that how that manifests?
Something in her past has changed. She doesn't exist anymore.
What changed?
No idea. This came out of nowhere. Fia, what did you do?
Focus, Nozo. Did you call the medical team?
Yeah, paradoxing, you know, when you cease to exist in the middle of a phone call and you have a seizure. Paradoxing.
Yes, they are with her right now. I don't see how this could have happened. The monitor showed a straight line, solid as a rock, no ripples at all. Then they just spiked. To cause this, someone would have to veer off their timeline's path so rashly, so impulsively, that the monitor wouldn't have time to catch it.
Rash and impulsive, huh? Could this hypothetical someone or someones also be heavily intoxicated?
Yeah. Oh, blast it. Arthur and Elizabeth Cameron, they're about to rob the Granted Gems jewelry shop.
Okay.
They... what?
Nani?
They're going to get shot during the robbery. Pronounced dead at the scene.
Oh, that's extremely bad. That's even much worse than I would have guessed. Yikes.
You have 29 minutes. Hurry.
I love that I'm casually walking there. That's a weird gasp.
You okay?
These shoes are not made for running. But I made it. There they are. Alive. Stand by.
That's because you didn't have me. Other chumps
How are they
need a joint
still
for no
drinking?
reason. But us, we got a reason.
Oh, we're looping. Alright, this feels like a good cause for a save.
The moral high ground.
Why'd you cause them to get shot?
Don Toot.
I mean, obviously teasing. But what's funny is like the only thing that we did that would change their behavior is we were like, hey, you have a child on the way. Why don't you think about like a responsible life plan that will allow you to take care of that child? And somehow in the last like 40 minutes of real time, they were like, okay, we thought it over, and that stable future our kid needs is for us to commit an armed robbery on our wedding night. Don't get me wrong, I technically understand how they arrived at that, but it is insane, without question.
And simple. You don't want to overthink it.
Arthur? Elizabeth?
That's much too casual of an introduction to this conversation.
Hey, look who it is.
Funny how we keep running into each other.
It's neither funny nor unexpected.
Yeah, funny.
You doing okay? You look a little out of breath there.
I know what you're about to do.
What do you mean?
You are about to rob this shop, aren't you?
What makes you think that?
Time travel.
What's the harm in her knowing? It was her idea.
See, it wasn't, though.
My idea?
Yeah. Don't you remember? You said we need to think about our future.
And make sure this little one is provided for.
See, that's what I said, more or less. And again, I understand how they interpreted that as do an armed robbery at a jewelry store, but, that's not what I said. Also, worth noting that, like, her dad used to, like, own this jewelry store, and it is implied is, like, still somewhat wealthy. Like, there's, like, easier ways to do this.
So that's what we're doing.
Once we pull this job, we're set. Forever.
I don't think that's how the economy works.
You idiots!
Who are you calling an idiot?
Both of you.
Yeah, we're the ones who are gonna be rich.
You are going to die in there.
And my daddy always said I was overdramatic. Look, my daddy owned this joint. I know the whole layout of the place.
That doesn't stop you from getting shot.
Alarms, locks, combinations, everything.
See? My girl's got it covered. It'll be so easy you can tag along. See how it's done.
Tag along.
Sure, why not? The more the merrier.
What do you say? You want in?
I'm pretty sure that Arthur's mother would not care about this. I mean, if she explicitly knew he was gonna die, she would probably care. But from her perspective of, like, he unapologetically lives his life, and that's swell, like, I don't think that would stop him.
What would your mother say if she knew about this, Arthur?
My mom? Well, she'd join us if she could. Maybe she'll paint a picture commemorating our daring escape.
Maybe we'll set her up in a proper gallery. One with fancy windows and stuff.
Well, you know my mom. Even if we did, she'd just go back to that dingy shoebox on Thompson.
Yeah, probably.
What would your father say, Liz?
Who cares what that old man thinks?
And your mother?
She doesn't think at all. She's dead. My mama did all the right things her whole life. And what did it get her?
A really crappy daughter.
A husband who worked too much. And then an early grave.
You're forgetting what I think is the most important part of that trifecta.
No. That ain't happening to me. Me and Artie, we're gonna enjoy life. No matter what. I'm gonna teach this one to do the same.
Please stop drinking.
You are determined, aren't you?
Like you said, it's our future.
Please stop saying that I said those things.
You won't reconsider. At all.
Why should we? You see an opportunity, you grab it.
These weapons fell into our lap. Then we met you.
It's like fate is telling us we need to do this.
Fate. Right. Fine. I'm in.
Fia?
They aren't going to listen to reason, Nozzo. The least I can do is make sure they survive.
For real?
Yes. For real. What could possibly go wrong?
I'm liking this broad more and more.
Me too. Just give word when you're ready.
Good thing she doesn't have her gun anymore. I think it's implied that it's like in her bustle or something. I'm pretty sure that they still have the guns. Also, even if they didn't have the guns, it just means that, like, other people will be more inclined to shoot them as there's no, like, covering fire or implied threat thereof.
Hot dog, we're really doing this.
Let's...
Sure, fine. But hurry up.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were saying.
Oh, right. And simple. You don't want to overthink it.
I know I more or less just saved.
Goes without saying. You can't be smart when you're thinking too
Why
much.
don't I just give them a bunch of money?
I have no reason.
Yeah. We do this
If I just
right,
gave them
we
a
won't
bunch
even
of
have to
money,
burn
maybe they
cotton.
would not do the
Your
crime.
uncle would have been so...
You want to case the joint? Smart.
Yeah, Danny knows me. He'd catch wise if I was snooping around.
I imagine the only reason that I'm allowed to do this is so that I can get some achievement for, like, doing the heist in one go without being killed or something. Stun them with your phaser and take their guns. I mean, I feel like that's a reasonable solution. Like, legitimately, I know that we were, like, joking a lot about just, like, solving their problems by, like, shooting them by the end of last stream, but, like, I mean, just, like, look at their behavior. It just is only getting, like, more and more extreme and self-destructive. So, like, I legitimately think at some point you just stun them and, like, drag them to their own beds and then hope that they wake up sober. Like, like they're just not reasonable people who can be dealt with in a reasonable manner today.
Hello again.
Oh, hey, it's you. Did you find that artist you were looking for?
We did indeed.
Surprisingly,
Thank you.
yes.
Hey, nothing. So I guess you don't need to use the back room again?
No, I'm afraid.
Okay. Let me know what I can help you with.
Oh, I kind of figured this would be an option. I genuinely struggle to guess in 1923 if it's somehow in the best interest of those two to tip this guy off on the robbery, or if it, I mean, like, A, I don't know if he'll believe me, and B, even if he did, I don't know. I don't really have a sense of how likely I think the cops are to just, like, shoot them anyway.
So, this place is secure. No weaknesses you're aware of.
Very casual conversation.
Just why do you want to know?
No reason at all.
Casual rotating onion rings. Those are wedding rings, which is to say that they're a specific type of onion ring meant to be enjoyed on your wedding day, which I feel like is the real thing that the recently married couple is trying to acquire here.
You are about to be robbed.
What's that?
2 armed robbers are outside. They're about to come in.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm ready for them.
No, you can't harm them. Please.
You kidding? Anyone tries to rob me, they're getting one right between the eyes. Law of the jungle. Get them before they get you, and you can tell them that.
Well, I'd best be off.
Just give a whistle if you need help with anything.
Oh, adventure game dialogue trees are one of the most magnificently stupid things that have ever been created by mankind. Hey, does your shop have any weaknesses that I might exploit? That's a weird question. Retract it, never mind. By the way, 2 people are gonna come in here and attempt to rob you at gunpoint. Well, then I'm gonna kill them. Please don't do that. We'll tell them I'm going to kill them. Well, I guess I'll be off. Alright, have a nice day, but let me know if you have any questions. Like...
I don't need to enter the back room again.
I don't really think there's... Oh, there's the thermostat, right?
Not while the owner is watching.
Okay.
But us, we got a reason.
Arthur?
Yeah?
Well, it's now or never. Let's rob this joint.
It's about darn time.
Hello, can I help you?
No, but we'd like to help ourselves to your whole store.
Jesus!
Open the counter, now!
Okay, I just need to get the key out of my jacket.
Wait, everybody stop!
Jeez, what is it?
Just break the glass open and take what you need.
Don't you know nothing? The glass is attached to an alarm. You want the cops to show up?
Well, I don't want him to take an obvious weapon out of his pocket.
this.
Okay, I'm gonna state right now for the record that I'm gonna be intensely annoyed if everything plays out exactly the same way and I have a dialogue option that says he's probably going to take out a gun now. Because because I didn't need to be shot to death and travel back in time and return to the past to know that. Wow, he was quick. I mean, kind of, but I'm gonna argue that rather than him being quick, that's more of like a Rosewater, we chose to be held up. Like that weird scene where like we watched someone really slowly walk up to an incapacitated person, take out the gun that we knew he had, and let him point it at us before we even like did anything at all. Yeah, oh no, who could have seen that coming? So glad that we have time travel. There's no other way that we could know.
Hey, you okay? You look like you're about to pull a Daniel Boone.
I'm fine.
The best reason. The moral high ground.
Arthur?
Yeah?
I love that we have a this is going to end badly option because, like, again, I didn't need time travel for that. I mean, in a sense I did because I already knew that they were gonna die.
Well, it's now or never. Let's rob this joint.
No, I'm inclined to agree, Keen, but again, my impression is less that guy was, like, super quick than, like, the game just needs for us all to basically die at the same time.
It's a...
But, like, you know, you could interpret that whatever way you like.
Hello, can I help you?
No.
Jesus.
Open the...
Okay. Need to get the...
Wait,
Gee.
he's going for a gun.
Okay. As previously stated for the record, am currently mad. Extremely stupid.
This guy, he doesn't have the stones.
He has plenty of he's literally a jeweler. Do you have any idea how many stones he has?
Listen to her. I'm a total coward. Nerves like jelly.
I know what you're about to do.
Oh, and what would that be?
Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? He is at gunpoint, and I have full knowledge of what he's about to do. And, like, my character still won't just use that knowledge to disarm the situation. Are you joking me? We are, like, the worst time traveler of all time. Like, this is the thing that keeps bothering me about these time loop segments. Is that, like, the thing that I think is really interesting about a time loop is the idea that, like, yes, you experience something awful. It goes badly, and then, like, you get shot, and then you have to restart or whatever. But then you have that information, and you can use it to do better the next time. This game, like, insists on handling these time loops in this bizarre, contrived way, where, like, so frequently, like, you know exactly what's happening, and your character will just, like, stands there, like, picking their nose until they get shot in the head. Like, for the 9th time in a row. Like, so annoying. She did try and everyone ignored it. Oh my god, that's so not a reasonable argument. Because you just say, like, keep your guns trained on him. And then you start, like, approaching him. And say, like, shoot him if he tries any funny business or something. And then you take the gun away from him. And if he chooses to get dead, that's his own fault. Absolutely staggeringly stupid.
Dog,
Also very annoying, and this is true of at least one of the previous time loops, is like, this would be an excellent opportunity for some, like, adventure game puzzle solving, where I could use something in my inventory to accomplish something, and you know what I don't have the ability to do? Even look at my inventory. Even look at it. Can't even entertain the idea that my stupid, like, sci-fi gun or my multi-tool could do something interesting in this life or death situation.
Ugh.
Hey, you okay?
I'm...
The best reason. The moral high ground. You want to case the joint?
Yeah.
It really wants you to fail every time before you can succeed. That's, like, yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. I feel like that still doesn't quite capture the frustration of it, but I think that is entirely fair to say.
Fia, let me save you the trouble. It won't work.
Why not?
The weapon will only fire if you're under direct threat. And, well, You're not.
We both know he's got a gun.
Tell that to the weapons threat detection system.
Fine, I'll be good.
Oh my god. Are you telling me that I both need to know that he has a gun, and even though I have a gun in my inventory that I could use in that situation as a normal person, I have to, like, go in and have this guy mansplain to me the circumstances under which I'm allowed to fire my sci-fi gun? I'm not even allowed to make a reasonable attempt to defend myself in that situation without the game telling me specifically? Come on. Come on with this.
Surprised I didn't try this before now.
Arthur?
I feel like there is an additional option. The dialogue options are never useful.
Well, let's...
Hello.
No, but
Jesus.
Albert.
Okay. Need to get...
Wait,
gee.
I know.
Oh.
He's got...
This guy, he...
Listen, nerves.
Yeah, it still won't even let me take the gun out. It's so stupid. This stuff sucks so bad. Like,
I'm...
like these just like I don't know how to explain to you how much of a knot puzzle this is. It's just spite. It's like just make this be a cutscene if I have to do this in your like insanely specific, unintuitive
Other
way.
chumps loot a joint for no reason.
All right, let's try to talk them out of it, I guess.
This is insane. You keep rushing in. You don't think.
We thought plenty. We know what we're doing.
We're the masterminds here. You're just the Janey-come-lately. So have a little trust.
Like, literally, we've seen them drink so much, I actually think they would be dead of, like, of alcohol poisoning. Like, not even as a joke. Like, we have legitimately seen them drink so frequently in the span of a single night that I think that they're just dead.
This isn't going to end the way you think it will.
The power of love is stronger than bullets.
You know that's not true.
Yap.
We need...
Stop what?
We're only nowhere because we aren't in there. So can we get...
Sure.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, but us.
You want a cake?
Can I talk to him some more?
Hello.
Can I?
No.
Well...
Just...
No so.
Yep.
Any tips on how to rob a jewelry store, Noz?
Not in my usual area of expertise.
That's not an answer to my question.
But if you must, I'd suggest getting that gun away from the shop owner.
Oh my god. This game makes me so mad. Why is it like this? I can't fathom this. Like, am I the insane one? Like, does this, like, make some intuitive sense and seem interesting to, like, all of you? Like, the way it handles these things is so baffling to me. Like, I basically am, like, a professional time loop enjoyer, and, like, I've never seen as frustrating a conception of, like, game loop as time loop as this. Like, this is the absolute worst.
Preferably before he knows you're there to rob him.
Right, Noz.
Standing...
Not... I am ill-equipped to rob... The multi-tool can Not sure what...
Just use, like, a Swiss Army knife attachment to stab the gun out of him. I really have no idea what the game wants from me.
I don't...
Am I allowed to leave? It's like an important question here.
No, or rather...
Done too.
Okay, so that narrows things down
And
significantly.
simple.
So
Don't
talking to them
overthink
does
it.
nothing, talking to him
Goes
does
without saying.
nothing.
You can't be smart when you're thinking too much.
That's definitely the spot where so we came to the right...
In
Oh
and
my
out.
god, that
Easy
isn't even like
peasy.
updated for this
Yeah.
point in the game.
You want
All
a
right,
case?
so it presumably has to be something inside. God, whatever it is, I absolutely know it's going to make me mad. Like, are you joking?
A microscope? What's he doing with that? If there is a reason... I'm not giving... Besides, I don't want...
What was that?
I'm not giving him any more. The brass would go spare. And besides...
That's such a British thing to say, whatever that means. There is, like, nothing to do in here. Like, there's nothing to do in here. There's no window to interact with anything once we initiate the robbery. Chuckles McFutureface says that I should disarm him before the robbery starts, which is all well and good, except my character doesn't seem to know Kung Fu or have any willingness to be proactive about that. Now that I've examined it, things don't really seem to work that way in this game. Apparently I can do that. Pretty sure I looked at that like 4 hours ago in game time.
I couldn't help but notice that microscope behind you.
Oh, yeah?
What's it for?
Assessment, mainly. Some folks want to sell something. I use it to determine if it's genuine.
So you buy jewelry as well as sell it?
Sure. You got something? I'd be happy to take a look.
So if I wanted to sell a piece of jewelry...
Sure.
Using that microscope?
Common tool of the...
Thank you. Well...
Just...
She has no combat skills, huh?
So
I mean,
proud.
that feels like such a profound understatement,
Yeah.
but yes, I would agree with that.
I need a piece of jewelry.
You need a what?
Anything will do. Do either of you have one?
I mean, there's my wedding ring.
Don't you dare.
What do you need it for anyway?
Just trust me. I will give it back, I promise.
Well, what do you think, Artie?
I don't like it. What if she loses it?
We'll just grab a bigger one when we're inside.
Put it like that. Why not?
Here you go.
Thanks. Well, it's now or never. Let's...
Give me my ring back first.
Oh, of course. Here.
What? Oh my god.
Okay.
Just kill me. You know what?
Hello.
Hey,
No.
do you... Hey,
We'd like to help ourselves.
hey gang,
Your whole
who likes that the
sport.
game doesn't even give you a choice to say on second thought? God, this game is so full of spite. This game hates you enjoying the time travel at all.
Need to get the...
Nah, you know what? Have fun, buddy.
Hey,
I'm...
Your uncle.
yeah.
I need a...
I mean,
Don't you?
what do you need?
Just...
What?
I don't.
Well, here.
Thank. Let's...
Sure.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, your uncle.
you want a cake?
Yeah.
See, this does not make intuitive sense to me because if I disarm him now, then he will, like, not want... He'll, like, immediately call the cops or not, like... I just, like, I never... Like, the thought process of this game, like, constantly baffles me. Constantly. Hey, idiot, here's a ring.
I have this ring. Could you look up how much it's worth?
I don't think that's how that works.
Let me guess. Your fella swears on a stack of Bibles that he spent 3 months' salary on it?
Sure. Something like that.
Well, give me a minute, I'll look it up.
I should...
Oh, that's
Shifting
even
it up
more
20
insane.
degrees ought to do it.
We turn up the heat so that he takes his jacket off. This game is insane! Why can't I just, like, tell them to take his gun like a human being? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with this? Campaign didn't start till De Beers until 1950s. It's weird that you happen to casually know that, but I'm inclined to assume that's correct. What I'm also gonna assume is correct is that, like, a thermostat probably wouldn't have the power to do this in 1923.
Well, good news. Looks like your groom-to-be paid around $700 for that ring, assuming he didn't get ripped off.
Oh, thank you. What a relief.
Here's your ring back.
Cheers.
And if things don't work out, just let me know. I'll buy it from you.
I will keep that in mind. Hello.
Can I help?
Well,
Just give a whistle.
Is he gonna take the jacket off?
I don't need to...
Like I did it, right? Like I did it? Like I did the whole thing? Take your jacket off, idiot! I don't understand at all.
Hello.
Can I help?
Why are you like this?
Well,
Just give a...
Maybe he takes it off, you come back in, but like, why make me wait? Why?
Working in August ain't for the faint of heart.
Just why? Why make everything difficult? Like, I've literally fulfilled the trigger. It could be part of the same conversation. You don't need to add more steps to everything. I've already gone through your
That's 'cause
hoops.
You didn't have me.
Arthur?
Yeah?
Staggeringly stupid.
Well,
Give me...
Oh,
Okay.
Hello.
No, but we'd like to help ourselves.
Jesus.
Open the counter, now!
Okay. I just need to get the key out of my jacket.
wait. Everybody stop.
Jeez.
I'll get the key out of his jacket. Oh my god! Be an adult human being! Just say that you'll be the one to get the key out of the jacket! They don't have to trust anything! They don't have to assume he's dangerous enough to have a gun! It's a smart thing to do! It's just risk mitigation on the most basic possible level! Like, listen, if this was like the first year a gun was invented, like maybe I could get them being like absolutely bafflingly stupid about this. I know they're supposed to be drunk, but like at a certain point, you can't rely on any kind of logic if you're gonna break it down that far. If you're just gonna be like, herder, they're too drunk to think about that, then like, obviously this whole thing is doomed to fail.
I know what you're about to do.
Oh, and what would that be?
Yeah, it's like, I don't think any of these dialogue options have
He's going
changed.
this guy. He don't...
Listen to her. Nerves like... Oh, horse feathers.
Come on, get that counter open.
The key's in my jacket. If I could just...
Oh, forget this junk, Audie. The real score's in the back.
The back, eh?
Yeah, trust me. Move it, Danny.
But the key...
Don't need it. Back room.
So infuriating.
Move your keys to devil woman.
This game had better let me take his freaking gun. Are you kidding me? It's like I want to die. Why is it like this? Ah! I'm losing my mind here.
Fine. What do you want now?
Okay, mister. You're gonna open the safe nice and easy.
Save. What save?
What safe, he says. The one behind the painting. Oh, forget it. I remember the combination. Wasn't that long ago. You watch him, Audie. I'll get the safe open.
You know what? I'll open the bloody safe.
For real?
Yes.
You just stay put, Danny boy.
I have no idea what the... I don't know how I would know that. Gang, can we talk for a minute? Can we talk, gang, about how if they want me to open the safe, they could merely tell me the combination of the safe? Like, this isn't a puzzle. It's not a puzzle. I know it thinks it's a puzzle, but it's not. The game insists that I have to die watching someone else try to open it first or something. Just tell... If you know what the combination, just tell me the name of the movie you want me to see.
That's one number. Now for the second. 2 numbers down. The third should be...
You did volunteer to open it. Oh my god, are you kidding? You think that's an argument? What are you talking about? She wants it open. She can tell me what it is. Or I could ask, because I'm an adult human being. Like, I understand that video games are programmed with specific dialogue, but the dialogue can reflect a human reality on Earth. Like, are you kidding? Like, they want it open. It's not a trick. Just tell me the numbers.
Blast it.
Come on!
Very well. Liz, you open the...
Don Tootin', get back over here.
You just stay put, Danny boy.
The first number is... And the second number is... The second... Oh, applesauce?
Liz,
I should know this. Why don't I know this?
it's okay. Just relax. Breathe.
No, the
The
second
dial is
number...
currently
Now
set to
is not a
9.
good time.
What kind of person...
Now is not a good time.
Oh my god, what do you mean now is not a good time? It's probably someone's, like, birthday or something. I can just space Google it. Like, you can't, like, this game loved it when I solved problems by doing time Google. Like, why isn't it even consistent about the stuff I think sucks? Like, come on! This heist is, like, one of the worst things I've ever seen in an adventure game! It's just non-stop frustration!
It's okay. Everyone forgets stuff sometimes.
She's a bit...
Is that the kind of mother I'm gonna be? One who forgets sometime?
He's a bit...
So what if you are? You think we'd love you any less?
You really mean that?
You and me. Forever. No matter what.
Ah! You are a demon!
There's, like, 2 things wrong with that. One, I wasn't under threat, so by the game's rules that it created and told me, that shouldn't be something that gets me killed. Like, that shouldn't, like, it should just give me more of that asinine dialogue that, like, your idea that could feasibly help the situation doesn't at all. And secondly, like, why is she mad that I would, like, kill the, just...
Ugh.
You okay?
I am starting to get really sick of being shot in the head.
Yeah, we might be able to, like, time Google now. But, like, what an unbelievably stupid restriction to put on the game. Like, I truly think that the core of the time loop gameplay in this game is that they just literally want you to die a bunch, which is similar to what was stated earlier, but, like, that is not... In my opinion, that is a horrific foundation for a puzzle game. Is that, like, you must be forced to fail. You can't ever intuit or anticipate or strategize or do anything clever. You must brute force fail your way through every step of it every time. Like, it's so annoying that it does that consistently. I hate it. On a deep spiritual level, I hate it. So, I think her mom is Olivia Grant. I don't know why it doesn't just, like, let me save some combination of this stuff. So, like, 9, 13, 18, we figure.
Fine.
Okay.
Say,
What? The one... Oh, you watch...
You know what? Yeah.
You just stay put.
That's one number. 2 number. Blast it.
Come on!
I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna enter it, like, British style.
That's one. 2 number. Blast it.
Come on!
I think Danny should open the safe. Keep him in front of you. That's robbery 101.
Fine. I suppose that makes sense. Get back over here first. Move it down.
And watch the painting. My ma painted that.
Probably not a thing you want to say to this guy who can identify you later.
Don't move.
Oh, there's a gun in the safe. That, honestly, like, you would expect me to be mad about that, but, like, that's a thing that makes sense. And so I'm like, oh, that's clever. And then I get shot in the head. But, like, at least it makes sense. It's the first thing in, like, 25 minutes that's made sense to me.
Oh, you crumb!
How many bloody guns do you own?
This is America. Bang!
Just enough.
Nice pea shooter, Dano. You pick your teeth with that.
Or use it to file your nails.
Shut up.
23.
I'm gonna make a call. It can either be the cops or the morgue.
Big talk coming from behind such a little gun.
923.
To hell with this guy. I ain't having a baby in no who's gal.
Well, ladies first.
Wow. Your aim is terrible.
Ugh.
You okay?
I am...
Why would it be 23?
Okay.
Safe.
What's the one behind the Oh, forget it. I remember. You watch him, Artie.
You know what?
For real?
Yes.
You just stay put, Danny boy.
That's one. 2 Blast it.
Come.
I'll give it
My.
That's one. 2 Blast it.
Come.
I think
Fine. Get. Move it.
And watch.
Wasn't 18 the year?
Don't move.
Oh, you.
Nice pea shooter, Dano. You pick your teeth with that.
Or use it to.
Holy mackerel!
Why does it even let me try that? Again, just like super annoying that I like can't do the time Google in that room, that if I start that I like, can't like double check my work or whatever. Like it's just like a needless obstacle. But no, like 9/18/23 doesn't make any sense. Because 23 is the current year and 18 is the year that she died. So like nine is what Liz entered, 18 was the year she died, and then 23 is the last number that Danny entered. No, but like what does that mean? Like what would that series of numbers mean? That series of numbers has no meaning. Like 23 is the current year. Why would there be 2 years in a 3? It means code? That doesn't mean anything. That's just syllables. What are you talking about? They're not. All right. Awesome. They likely have it at 9/18 and then the year. But 18 is the year. The date would be September 13th, 18. You know how dates work, right? You know how dates work? Where there's 1 year and 1 month and 1 day? No, the current year. But then it wouldn't be 18. Then it would be 9/13/23, the current year. And that still wouldn't mean anything because that would be her death, like her 5th death anniversary. I'm gonna, like, if you want this to sound rational, you're going to need to do more than just be like, no, more numbers. Explain, please. Because what you're saying doesn't make sense to me. I just did Elizabeth, not Elizabeth Grant. No. Elizabeth Grant doesn't register because historical record shows her only as Elizabeth Cameron, her married name. That date is in flux. I can't pull a birth date from that. So all I can do is pull from her parents, and only the mom has a September date, and that is September 13th, 1918, the day she died. Can I try Elizabeth Grant again? I sure can. Watch. You'll enjoy this. Bam, no results found. Immediately, like, blanked out. This has been true since the start of the case. I couldn't get any information on her until I found the last name Cameron. And I can't pull anything from that because she is dead now, and time goofed it. 09, she did. Mine 18, mom died. 23, he said. What? That doesn't make... What do you think these numbers mean? What do you think these numbers mean? Also, I tried both 09... Okay, I'll be very clear about this. I tried 09, 18, 23, and I tried 18, 09, 23. The reason for that is if you let Elizabeth open it, she does the first number, no problem. And then you look at the dial and it says 9. Now that kind of implies that the second number is 9, which I don't know if that just means that they're doing the date backwards because the developer is kind of like an expatriate, I think, and some things are British and some things aren't. But, like, it doesn't make sense either way. Honestly, I think it's XX0923 is the most likely, but I still don't have anything that makes any sense of that. But I don't think anything here... Like, I don't know what it wants me to pull from. I promise you, it does not have to be. You want to go again? You want to go again, gang? You don't trust me or have short-term memory? Now? I know I'm spicy, but this sucks and I hate it.
Say what? The one? You watch him. I agree.
Let's let her do it. Let's just prove it.
Danny boy.
The first number is.
And it doesn't show me the first number.
Is the second.
See, this is a confusing thing, right? She says the second is, and she can't remember the second, but she's already tried messing with it.
It's okay. Just relax.
So I guess we're meant to take that as 09, right?
The second number. It's the year my mama died. What kind of person forgets a thing like that?
It's okay. Everyone forgets stuff sometimes.
So if we're saying, then it's 09.
Now,
so what if you are? You think we'd love you any less?
You really mean that?
You and me. Forever. No matter what. Now, here's what we're gonna do.
Man, is that a joke? Is that like the worst joke? That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. That's like maybe the dumbest death so far.
Fine.
Okay.
Say.
What? The one? Oh, you want.
You know, yeah.
You just stay.
That's one number. 2 There we go.
Did I not literally put that in? What What the heck? What does the 23 mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Give me an explanation what it means. Because it's supposed to be derived from something, right? If the middle is the year she died, the whole thing should have significance. 23 is whatever the current year is. That doesn't make any sense. Why? Like, what's the need to change it on an annual basis? It's not like, there isn't like a social engineering, like it's not like digital. This sucks. I hate it so much. I hate this.
Holy moolah! Will you look at that?
There's gotta be 40 grand in there.
We're gonna be on the gravy train for life.
Come on. That's my whole savings.
Should've used a bank, Dano.
Although, can you blame them, really? Those places are constantly getting robbed.
Just be glad we left you all your merchandise.
Not to mention your life.
Do you like that it's playing happy music?
You're letting me live.
Sure, we're going straight.
Straight?
Yeah, right about now.
Let's grab the dough. We need to get far out of town before this guy wakes up.
What did I tell you? Smooth, quick, and easy.
Honestly, that makes me want to die in real life. That whole scenario, I hate that so much. I actually wish that I had been shot in the head.
Yes, that was indeed all of those things.
Hate to rob and run, but we got a vamoose. We got a car stashed around the block.
We can split the loot on the way.
They stole another car?
No, keep it all.
She for real.
Hey, I ain't looking to get horse in the mouth.
Do you want me to pass on a word to anyone? Your father or mother?
Nah. I'll talk to him when I'm good and ready.
You can tell my ma I'll be thinking of her. I'll write her soon.
I'll do that. Good luck to you both.
Huh. That won't work anymore, will it?
You mean our name? Yeah, you're right. We need to think of a new one. Right now.
What? God, I can't deal with these people. This must be what it's like to talk to Donald Trump. Like, it's just insane. Like, there's no rationality involved here. Like, they're like, we want a better life for our kids, so we should end our old life and also do major crime. But then we'll just have to completely conceal our identities and be on the run for eternity. God, I've hated these people from the start, and they've quadrupled the amount I hate them in the last half hour.
Any ideas?
Oh. What do you think of Nozzo?
Seriously?
Naza. What kind of a name is that?
Sounds like something you screw into a sink.
Hey, I didn't choose that nickname, thank you.
How about Nash? That's close enough.
Nash. I like it.
Well, Mr. Nash, let's scram.
After you.
You're welcome. So, how's it look, Nozzo?
You did it, Fia. The spike is gone. Everything seems to be back the way it was.
I find that genuinely extremely difficult to believe.
The paradox reverted. Imani exists again, and the Pie Sycamore paintings.
But now she doesn't have the same name as the artist.
No changes at all.
Nothing above marginal.
And Imani?
Her PFE cooled down as soon as the spike disappeared. She's sleeping. Oh, this was a close one, Fia. I don't mind saying so.
I know, but we fixed it. As always.
I mean, honestly, the stakes here seemed a lot lower than the last case, even factoring in the intense stupidity of these people.
The job's not completely finished yet.
I know.
Explain in what way?
Oh, you're back. Just in time. I've finished. It's done.
Could I have a look?
If that's
Did she paint us this time? I have a really strong suspicion she painted us instead.
Go ahead. Turn the...
What a pointless interlude. I'm kind of right.
Ah.
Well?
It's certainly... me. Yes. That is definitely me. You painted me.
You're not disappointed, are you?
No.
Well, I goofed up time
not at all.
again.
It's just... I've never seen myself quite this way before. I look so, well, like an angel.
I don't know how you see yourself. I can only paint what I see.
You really see me like this?
After all you've done, can you really think otherwise?
You should see how I handled that situation with your son and daughter-in-law.
Nobody has ever done anything like this before. Not for me.
Never. Masters have been painting angels since the 4th century. And in all that time, you've never been put to canvas. Not once.
She's a really specific interpretation of facts.
No.
So I'm your first. I am honored.
I thought you were going to paint someone else.
Well, my intention was to paint my daughter-in-law as a present.
But it turns out that they've forsaken my name and gone on the lam.
Then I had this feeling. They're gone, aren't they?
Arthur and Liz had to leave town.
Did they have
send
to
their
leave
love.
town? Or did they make a series of horrifically bad decisions that make me livid?
Got themselves in trouble, did they?
No, they avoided it.
Did they? Or did we do it through a series of absolute brute force time travel nightmare scenarios?
They always do. I assume you had something to do with that?
That's close enough to be true, yeah.
Yes, but they're on their own from now on.
Oh no, there's another spike. They've immediately gotten themselves killed again.
I have a feeling they'll be fine.
I mean, to be clear, they are now in their second stolen car of the night, and as pointed out previously, they've been drinking non-stop. So whatever their current plan is, they're like 100% drunk driving right now.
It feels good knowing that.
And the last time they did that, they did crash into a fire hydrant with a stolen police car.
It's time for me to go.
I understand. I'm ready.
I really am not going to kill you,
Will
lady.
it hurt?
Will what hurt?
Oh my god, you have to know what she's talking about by now. Or you're even worse at time travel than I thought.
No. Dying.
You're not dying, Paula. Your time isn't over quite yet.
You're allowing me to live.
I don't like the way you put that.
I'm not here to kill you, if that's what you mean.
Will I see you again?
I genuinely have no
I
idea.
don't believe so.
So, what am I supposed to do now?
I don't know.
Anything you wish. Anything at all. Goodbye, Pie Sycamore.
Huh.
I hope she becomes a mob boss. Thanks, I hate it.
I don't quite get it.
Hey. Thought we were meeting at JV's.
Oh, sorry, I was nothing. Lost track of time.
I was not.
Lost track of time. That's funny. There she is. Or rather, there you are.
There I am.
Must feel strange.
A bit, maybe.
I get it, it's a new paradigm.
What do you mean?
You, this painting, it shouldn't happen. Not to us.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Kind of. One of my first jobs, I accidentally put myself into a Gene Kelly movie.
Really?
On the town, the subway scene, you can see my right foot.
That's not quite the same, is it?
No, not quite the same.
Am I in trouble?
No, it's not like you asked to model for this thing. The brass will understand that.
So, to JV's then.
Assuming you can stop admiring yourself.
I will manage.
I can bring along a full-length mirror if it'll help.
Please, don't trouble yourself.
That costume shop on 4th is still around. I'm sure they have some feathered wings.
Pub. Now.
Right behind you, Fia.
I'm in danger. Quick, pull the sci-fi gun.
Lights. That's right, you lords of luminescence. You listen to me. I'm a celebrity, I am. Not that it matters.
Part of me wants to get some kind of
Get free
closure
drinks out of it.
from the client, like noticing that we changed the painting, but I understand that's not how time travel works. It's just like unsatisfying. Does feel a little weird that there wasn't any kind of closure though about just like having done it, about having like confirmed what we were trying to do.
Stupid thing.
I hate when I don't exist.
Do I? Shows what you know.
I'm in
There's
a
a big
painting.
painting of me at the park gallery. Is that proof enough that I exist? Does it even matter? Ugh, bloody timeline malaise. I'm just tired, and I'm drunk. That proves I exist too, doesn't it?
I think Rene Descartes famously said, "I'm drunk, therefore I am," right?
Sure. Let's go with that. It looks like some of these news items have chrono-shifted since I last looked.
Park Gallery unveils Pie Sycamore exhibit. The renowned Park Gallery in New York is set to unveil an eagerly anticipated new exhibit featuring the extraordinary works of Pie Sycamore. Discovered 30 years ago at a warehouse auction by gallery curator Imani Nash, Sycamore's paintings quickly captivated the global art scene, earning a place alongside masters like Leonardo da Vinci, Wickstrom, and Van Gogh. I legitimately don't know if Wickstrom is even like a famous artist. I have no idea. Some of these iconic pieces now grace the halls of the Louvre and the Met. The work of Pie Sycamore is a timeless dialogue between the past and the future, says Nash. This exhibit will remind us why these paintings continue to inspire millions. The exhibit is expected to draw art lovers from around the world eager to experience Sycamore's masterpieces up close. I genuinely, even like outside of game mechanics, I feel like the resolution to the story of Elizabeth and Arthur is intensely frustrating and makes me very annoyed. This will probably be our next mission, the way these things go. Bates Tech continues to dominate. Bates Tech, a leading Fortune 500 company specializing in appliances, has once again demonstrated its market dominance with a significant boost in earnings thanks to their recent advances in cutting-edge appliance technology. The company, which has ruled the industry for nearly 2 decades, reported earnings far exceeding projections this quarter. We are absolutely thrilled with these results, said CEO Madison Bates, who is at our next client. This game has occasional ham fists. Our commitment to innovation and quality continues to drive our success, and we are so excited about what the future holds. That also feels kind of on the nose. Bates Tech continued market leadership solidifies its position as a powerhouse in the appliance industry. Does this reads like an AI article? Like, I'm sure you all have accidentally stumbled on like one of the increasing swarm of AI articles where like it's basically just a headline to get you to click, and then if you read it, it's just like AI compiled garbage that tells you nothing about everything. Like if there was like if you were to find like a real life version of like a Bates Tech article, it would just be like Bates Tech appliance like makes huge announcement, and then you read the whole thing and like nothing at all is announced. Like not even like in a subjective sense could you interpret anything written there as an announcement, but it'll just like state random things about like the history of Bates Tech and like the public opinion of Bates Tech, and like somehow that constitutes an article because it's 2025 and we live post-truth and like modern spite. I didn't read the title of this. Just heard about a painting at the Park Gallery where the subject is a Chronozen agent? Duffy? Nazo, you're in New York, is this true? Yes. Blasting lucky. How did it happen? Who is it? Is this even allowed? Is she on this group chat? Hello, famous lady? Just leave it. It's all under control. Bedtime.
Yes. Bad Fia. Checking your Personic profile. Tomorrow, I'm gonna delete the thing. You know, assuming I still exist. Lights!
I keep forgetting about the magical transformation orb. The next day, relative time. We lost our view. I haven't really been paying close attention to the view.
Hey, Noz.
Is that the first time it changed significantly?
Nozo? You there, Noz?
Fia,
Yeah?
I can't. Not like this.
What happening?
Is everything alright?
Just get over here. Quick as you can, please.
That sounds awful. Quick as I can. Let me just see if I exist.
I refuse to indulge in that anymore.
Oh, have I run through the entire gamut of... Okay, guess I'll just go. She's truly not real. How does it know her voice, etc.? I mean, I would chalk that up to the loosely defined, like, chronolog. Like, chronos and agents kind of, by necessity, have to be chronolog more than anything else. Because, like, if they cease to exist, the whole organization kind of falls apart, right?
Noz? Nozzo?
Oh, Fia, thank God.
Noz, what's going on?
It's Stuffy, Fia. He's dead.
Okay, clarify. Dead or never existed?
Dead? How? What happened?
He didn't engage his chronosuit before jumping.
He just died of a misadventure? In the line of work?
No. I don't believe it. He wouldn't do that.
Come inside. I'll show you.
I'm not sure I want to see that. That sounds awful.
ID acknowledged. Welcome, Frank Nazarelli.
Dude, I'm not even sure this is a time travel mission. I think this is a detective mission. Oh, man.
No. Nozzo, is that?
That's Stuffy, yeah.
I mean, I don't know why you would feel the need to ask that, because, like, that was the whole point of coming in here, was to show you that it was Duffy.
How did this happen?
Like I said, he didn't engage his chronosuit. Not
Man,
even a cranial shield.
That's a pretty big bummer. I actually like Duffy.
The time stream energy fried him to a crisp. When he landed, it was like this.
Was there a client involved?
A client? Yeah, there was a client.
Really?
She wanted to see the Ramones play at CBGB's in the 1970s.
Where is she now?
Gone. She spent an hour there, got a headache, and then asked to come back. Duffy asked if he could stay for the rest of the show. I let him.
No, that's Josh. Duffy's over there, and it's like even worse. Like there's just like a smoldering guy that like we weren't gonna talk about, and there's like another guy in the corner who's just like a disgusting pace. It's like, oh god, Duffy.
You couldn't have known this would happen.
No. Small mercies.
Isn't there a failsafe for this kind of thing?
Yeah. Me. My literal job is to monitor everything from this point, including what outfit he engages. I should have seen it.
You can't blame yourself.
Who else, then? It's my job to make sure agents like you and Duffy are safe.
Could it have been just an accident?
I hoped so, but I don't think so. If he was wearing his chronosuit, I could check if it failed or was improperly coded. But look at him. Those clothes are pure 1970s. I installed them myself. You wear the chronosuit before jumping. That's protocol number 1. It's just a button press. Why didn't he change? I don't want to believe he did this on purpose, Fia, but...
It's your mission to go back and see what he does? I think that's likely, but I'm curious if that's what will happen.
Is there no way to prevent this?
Maybe. The brass will create new protocols, I'm sure.
No, prevent this. Send me back to just before he left. I'll make sure he activates the chronosuit. Force him if I have to.
If only it was that easy. He was in the time stream without protection. His body was flooded with quantonic waves.
So that makes him like dead in all timelines? He's like Clara from Doctor Who?
He's chronolocked now. There's no changing it.
Is that how chronologging works? You just fill something up with time particles so it can't change anymore?
So a chrono shift won't fix this.
No.
This is permanent. This is forever.
Yeah.
Like diamonds. See, it all ties together.
And Duffy knows this. More than anyone.
Shouldn't he be horrifically radioactive? Yeah, or like some like fictional even worse type of radiation. But like he should probably like if he is like inundated with like the deadly thing that we need shielding to travel through, he should definitely be in at least, like, at bare minimum, some kind of, like, shielding until he's removed safely or something, I would agree.
He studied quantonic waves when they were first discovered. This makes no sense.
Nozzo, are you saying what I think you're saying? Duffy did this deliberately.
Even if it was deliberate, it wasn't necessarily Duffy, right? Like, it could be some kind of murder.
What else could it be?
Some kind of murder.
He went back to the landing point, like always, then said, "Ready to jump home, Noz," just like always. Then, this. It was just another jump, like hundreds of others before.
Is it possible that he met, like, an ancestor of his? Like, not like a direct ancestor, but like an ancestor cousin who looked quite a bit like him, and he sent him into the time hole without a suit on as like a really horrible joke, as like a really bad prank?
You had no reason to think otherwise.
I know, but why would he do that? Why would he lie?
So, what happens now?
I've called an ambulance. For all the good they can do now.
I genuinely doubt that an ambulance is equipped for this.
There'll be an inquiry. They'll get some proper fail-safes installed. That sort of thing. They may can me. They may not. Then, business as usual. Why would Duffy do this, Fia? Did he say anything to you? Give any sign that he was planning this? Anything at all?
I mean, he sounded like relatively depressed lately, but I genuinely suspect foul play.
He was reading his personic profiles.
Blasted Duffy. He should know better.
I mean, I do it too, sometimes.
Well, you should know better.
But you also do it. Fine, we should all know better.
You do it as well. I've seen your browser history.
Fine. We all should know better.
Wow, I called that, huh? That whole conversation?
We all do it. It doesn't lead to this.
I wonder if you get different dialogue if you just never check it. Because, like, it is optional, right?
An alternate self of his died recently.
Well, that's not unusual. I read about 3 dead versions of myself just last week.
He joked about going to the funeral.
Well, we all deal with it in different ways.
I wonder if a thing I saw in another piece of fiction. Earned disaster. Just something that could make fatal accidents happen. Twist probability to make the worst possible series of events happen. I have some innate version of that, but it goes both ways.
It doesn't lead to this.
Just last night we were at the park gallery.
Oh, the painting.
Yeah, and he said to enjoy beautiful things while they last.
Save it, why don't you? That is good advice, thank you, Cotillion.
Then we went to JV's and drank till we couldn't stand.
That didn't strike you as strange.
No, that's like Tuesday for that guy.
Not really. Timeline malaise gets us all sometimes.
We like heavily drink with that guy basically every day.
It doesn't lead to this.
True.
We don't know he was planning this. Not for sure.
No agent would simply forget to engage their chronosuit.
I mean, it's certainly possible. You wouldn't think that... He seemed like a pretty competent guy, so it seems less likely. But, like, accidents happen, dude. That's why they're called accidents.
Not you, and certainly not Duffy.
No, we wouldn't. You're right. I don't know, Noz. Duffy was just... Duffy. He didn't leave a note or anything?
No, nothing.
He pinned a chrono radiation-proof note to himself that said, "Thanks for all the fish." Still don't really know what that means.
Blast it. This isn't supposed to happen. Not to us. We stayed the same. Everything else changes. That was the deal. That's why I joined.
I know. Go home, Fia. I'll deal with the police and the brass.
No clients today?
No. I've rescheduled them all.
Fun fact, Fia is Wee from Harold Halibut. Someone else looked into it and found that also. And I feel silly because I don't think I would have recognized that. I'm usually pretty good at identifying voice actors. But like, that is a fun fact. I do enjoy that fact. Granted, earned disaster seem to be more focused on making fatal engineering accidents. Is this a movie? Earned disaster? Like a fictional movie, I'm assuming? Or maybe like a book or something? And Miss Tompkins from Hobbs Barrow. Anyone remember which one's Miss Tompkins in Hobbs Barrow? Probably should. The name... I don't know. There's a few characters I'd probably immediately recognize by name, but I think most of them I'd have to, like, see them or see... maybe she's the old lady who sells the cakes? I don't know. I don't remember.
Good. Smart.
Smart.
Yeah, that's me. Good and smart.
It's a fan work someone did based off of Lobotomy Corporation. I don't know what that is, but that sounds interesting. It kind of reminds me, there's like a visual novel game that I kind of want to play that I'm not sure I want to stream. It's like really heavily inspired by like Zero Escape, I think. And it's called Yet Another Deadly Game or something like that. It's like a kind of interesting initial premise. I've only like looked into what the like first like 20 minutes are like, and I was like, this seems like something I might actually want to play. I'm not gonna look into more of it. Oh my god, since we went in, the signs out here changed.
Blasted Duff.
Do you think when we go back to our apartment, he's gonna be there? She's also in a game called Lord Winklebottom Investigates, which you need to play based on name alone. I'm inclined to agree with that, Cotillion. What year did that game come out? I'm just curious.
The gallery. Sure, why not? What's the harm?
Choose additional voices in Lamplight City. That does not surprise me.
A terrible, stupid idea that goes against all of your training. Duffy would certainly not approve. Yeah, and Duffy had all the answers, didn't he?
Yet another killing game. Yeah.
I'm still there.
I forget exactly what I said, but that definitely sounds right.
Fia?
Ah, yes, hello.
I didn't expect to see you here again. Not so soon. What brings you back?
Mortality. How are you today?
What brings me back?
Push Winklebottom came out in 2022. That's interesting. That sounded like it would be like a really old game that no one had ever heard of. 2022. I have to look into that.
Yes.
Well, I thought I'd check.
I don't know why I came here. It just kind of let me.
You couldn't keep away from me, huh?
Something like that. No ill effects from precursor syndrome.
Nope. Full recovery as far as I can tell.
And then she immediately projectile vomits on us.
I'm glad to hear that, Miss Cameron.
Nope, wrong, false.
It's Ms. Nash now, actually.
Why are you self-aware of that? We didn't establish that you understood that happened, and it's not meaningful to you what your name was. This is confusing.
Or should I say, it always has been.
If she's not, I mean, I guess maybe she was like still wearing like the Mission Anti-Paradox band or something. Maybe that allows her to be aware of how things were.
Yes. Sorry about that.
No need to apologize. It could have been worse. I mean, I still exist.
Debatable, am I right, depressed homies?
Yes. Existing is good.
Debatable, am I right, depressed homies?
Pie Sycamore left quite a legacy behind, didn't she? These paintings, these bits of her soul. She may be gone, but we'll always remember her. It feels good to be a part of that. And now you're a part of that too. Partners in time, as it were.
Oh, it's like a much better name for the previous chapter than Time Doesn't Pay.
I didn't mean for this to happen.
Whether you meant it or not, I'm glad you did. Time travel or not, we're only alive for a short while. It's only natural to want to make your mark on the world, to leave proof that you existed, that you mattered. And you can't get stronger proof than this painting right here.
While it lasts, anyway.
Are you all right?
Me? Yes. I'm dandy.
Do you want to talk about it?
As I said, I'm fine.
Okay. You're fine.
I'm glad you are well, Miss Cameron. Sorry, Nash.
I believe I told you to call me Imani.
Of course, Imani. I have to go.
So soon? Well, come back anytime. I mean it. Anytime.
Yes. Thank you.
Can I go right back in?
Oh, that was blasting stupid.
No, let me go right back in. It'll be hilarious.
Tomorrow it might never have existed.
Come back at 2:37 a.m. You said any time. You were super clear about this.
What?
Bad time?
Always.
No, it's fine. Sorry. It's been a day. What's up?
Well, I just met with the brass.
And?
The good news is I'm not fired.
See? I told you. And the bad news?
The bad news is that it can take several months to find a suitable replacement.
So I'll be pulling double duty until then. I figured as much.
You think you'll be up for coming in tomorrow? Fia?
I can come in right now if you're up for it.
You sure?
Yeah, gotta keep busy, right?
Okay, Fia. I'll pull up the roster. See you soon.
Yeah. See you soon.
Oh, I can't go back in the gallery. Several weeks later. We got our view back, mostly.
Oversleep again?
Sorry. I'm just heading out.
Please hurry. Today's client is a bit chatty.
Don't worry. I'll ride to your rescue shortly.
My hero.
I hope it's like Gilbert Gottfried's like great-great-grandson or something.
No. It looks like some of these
That's all the
news
TV there is. Okay, international. Oh, great. Another update on Astoria and Valoria. Ends in a brutal stalemate. I don't think war does that. After months of brutal conflict, the war between Valoria and Astoria has ended in a devastating stalemate, leaving both nations in ruins. The relentless fighting has decimated infrastructure on both sides, creating an urgent need for reconstruction and humanitarian aid. Now major manufacturing companies are fiercely competing for lucrative government contracts to aid in the massive rebuilding efforts. How lucrative are they if the countries are all in ruins? The bids are expected to spark a new wave of industrial activity, with companies positioning themselves to profit from the recovery. As the dust settles, the focus shifts from destruction to rebuilding, with the future of both nations hanging in the balance. Food. God, I tire of these food updates. El Sol Naciente, a Spanish restaurant in New York City, offers an immersive dining experience that blends tradition with futuristic flair. Holographic depictions of the Sol Uprising, blah blah blah. Their paella, rich with saffron and gambas al ajillo, bursting with flavor, both capturing the essence of Spain's culinary heritage. Must visit for those who appreciate authentic Spanish cuisine, though the intense revolutionary theme may not appeal to all. It continues to be dumb. Duffy died. I heard. Blasted. Has anyone heard from Nazo? Is he okay? Not me, not yet. Nazo, don't hesitate to reach out. That's why group chat exists. Field agent scared to go on jumps. I admit, I'm glad I don't go on jumps anymore. Even my field agents are scared. They're worried that what happened to Duffy will happen to them. Don't worry, I read the report. It wasn't the system's fault. Duffy didn't engage his chronosuit, so make sure they don't do that and they'll be fine. I see. Thanks. I'll let my field agents know that Duffy is an idiot. Cool story. And the context in which earned disaster was mentioned feels strangely appropriate. It invites catastrophe and misery as it brings the unexpected, infinitely improbable coincidences twist into knives at its victim's neck. It brings disaster you wish for, but you can manipulate its way of acting to ensure it'll be pointed at someone else, anyone but you, giving you a measure of safety while you cut and run. Yeah, that doesn't feel entirely dissimilar from the time loop and how improbable everything is.
No, I've already been there 3 times in the last week. I should hold off until my next job is done. Delayed gratification and all that.
I wonder if it would let me go to the bar.
ID acknowledged. Welcome, Fia Quinn.
It feels like more than flavor, the like hand scanner at the door. I feel like we're leading up to something and I don't know what.
Do you have any idea what it's like working for someone with no vision, no imagination?
Look at that cool body language on Nazo.
Fia! Hi!
A and Fia looks like it's bold and none of the other characters look like they are.
Hello.
This is Benjamin Passamon, head researcher at Bates Tech.
Ah, Benjamin Passamon is one of my favorite Digimon.
Ugh, that name. Should have been Passamon Industries, but now it will, right?
That's what we're here for.
Bates Tech. Yep, yeah. Just, that's the way this game works. Understood.
Nice to meet you. I'm Fia Quinn.
Ah, you're the one who's gonna fix my life.
Assuming it needs fixing.
It does. Believe me, it does.
Anyway, Mr. Passamon has asked us to make one small alteration to his past.
June 23rd, 2042. Me and my partner Madison streamed a presentation to a group of investors we'd given dozens before, and nobody bid. So I had a long lunch that day. I was late getting back. How was I supposed to know that on that day, Roy Rockcamp would be watching?
Presentation?
What presentation?
Some logistics system that Madison cooked up to secure funding, assembles and delivers salads on demand.
God, that sounds boring. God says, I am very concerned they said only one small change. Yeah, I'm certain that isn't it. That can't be legit.
Salads?
Yeah, salads. I know. No originality, just a better version of someone else's idea. Anyway, Rockcamp liked our setup. He gave us enough money to franchise our products worldwide.
And that was bad.
I know, it's terrible.
It was terrible.
I know.
Since Madison gave the presentation, Rockcamp assumed she was in charge. So we made her head of everything. The finances, the staffing, what products to make, all of it.
I feel like there are several things wrong with that. Like, she should also be, like, advocating for you if you, like, work together on this product. And also, like, it seems like he's probably a garbage boss if he, like, doesn't understand, like, the hierarchy of the system that put this together in the first place.
Should have been me.
Are you sure you want to risk changing this? Bates Tech is a hugely successful company. That could potentially all go away.
Big deal. So the world has slightly slower dishwashers.
But I like fast dishwashers.
Madison just wanted to earn money. I wanted to change the world. With me in charge, I can finally do that.
Well, why do I suddenly get the impression that even though this guy, like, didn't invent time travel, that, like, somehow it'll, like, goof up our own, like, technology or something? Like, realistically, the brass should, like, know that, right? That's the impression that we get, is that they, like, they are aware of things that are fundamentally important to the functionality of time travel and, like, wouldn't let that happen.
Right. So this all seems quite clear. You want me to make sure you are present for the, presentation?
Yes. And make sure Madison is not.
Yeah, I sort of picked up on that subtext. I feel like that's gonna be the complication.
She took my legacy from me. I need you to take it back.
Legacy, eh? You want to make your mark on the world? Leave proof of your existence?
That's it. That's exactly it.
Very well, Mr. Passamon. Let us begin.
Blah, 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 blah. Time bubbles. Chapter 4. Clock blocks. Stupid. It's a much better title. Upper West Side, June 23rd, 2042. 11:02 a.m. Womp. Ah, my shins!
Timefall successful. Going local now. 40s corporate. Very nice.
I thought you'd like it.
So what is this place called again? Bates Tech?
Not yet. It got rebranded later after Rock Camp's funding came through. Currently, it's called Leaves.
God, that's a bad name.
Leaves.
Yeah, because they make salads, I assume.
You sent Mr. Passamon away?
Yep, protocol and all. No contact with his past self, even over a comm channel.
So it's just you and me this time, huh?
Just you and me.
Curious, do you think that's supposed to be a change because of the recent disaster, or is it just the specificity of the fact that he is trying to change his own past that is too much of a liability that he have direct influence? I'm guessing it's the latter. But, like, I feel like the interesting nature of that concept is sort of undermined by the necessary recent change. Could be both, that's true, could be both. Could be like a more extreme version of a safety protocol already in place. Windows are too high up to provide any view into the building. It does call into question what they're doing there. Guess I'll just leave. Get it? Leave?
Huh? Let's try that again. Figures.
So it wasn't an accident that he was not included in this meeting, huh?
Excuse me.
Oh, hey. Do you work here by any chance?
I want to say yes, but I can't rely on the game interpreting that in a reasonable way.
No, just visiting.
Oh, were you given an access card by any chance? Mine's not working.
Ah, no, I'm afraid not.
Well, c'est la vie. I guess we're both stuck until they notice we're out here. Serves us right for getting here early.
I'm Fia, by the way.
Sam Dean, nice to meet you.
What's wrong with your card?
Oh, I'm getting a, let's see, a duplicate ID error.
That's odd.
And what's that mean?
That someone else used a card with the same ID as this one, but hasn't signed out yet. The system doesn't like that. Fraud thing, you know? Can't be too careful, especially with these corporate types.
There's no failsafe for duplicate cards.
Well, technically there aren't supposed to be duplicate cards.
Yeah, I feel like we should be more concerned about that.
But it happens more often than you think. Human error thing, you know?
I mean, I would think it basically doesn't happen at all, so I guess it does happen more often than I
It's
think.
happened to me once or twice.
Why are we okay with that?
Is there another way in?
You want to get arrested on your first day? Is it that important you get in?
Yes.
Well, sorry. I don't know what to tell you. The problem is obviously on their end. I'm sure they'll understand.
Night, Keen. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good night. Sorry to everyone. I got a little heated in that stupid time loop, but it sucked. And that's all the TV there.
Can we call anyone?
Didn't bring my phone. They were very clear about that. No phones or recording devices inside the building. Annoying, but I get it. Corporations and their secrets, you know?
Serious question. By 2042, do you think we'll still have phones? Or do you think that we'll have, like, something that does the functionality of a phone, but, like, isn't a phone that you carry around?
Unless... Did you bring a phone?
Ah.
There we go. This is what we get for following directions.
What do you do here?
Nothing yet. I'm just a temp, you know? But my background is in admin and engineering. What about yourself?
Oh.
Right. None of my business. Totes get it.
They're still saying totes in 2042? Or did it come back around again?
You said you were a temp.
Yeah. You know how it is. Need those work study credits, you know? They give me an entry-level job. I get a certificate showing that I learned something. Of course, with this faulty card they gave me, that might not happen.
Who were the they that gave you the card?
The temp agency. They're usually much more on top of this stuff. It's not like them to give me a faulty card.
Bye.
Bye.
It's a really awkward way to end that. Pigeon. Universal constant in any era of New York history.
What on earth would I say?
Man, one of these days they're gonna let me touch that pigeon. To be already sculpted into something hideous.
Through the bushes.
Okay. Oh, hang on. This is my Marty McFly photo. This, like, demonstrates what happened on that day? That's weird. Hang on, let me do a Google search on this guy. Sam Dean? Wait, Sam Dean, isn't that like the two protagonists from Supernatural? Employment history. Office temp leaves. And then janitor at Burger Heaven for... What is this employment history? Are you joking me? This is even more insane than mine. He was an office temp for like less than a full year at this company. Then like 11 years pass and then he became a janitor. Is that just like what's relevant to us, or did like something genuinely insane happen to this guy? Like he went into like cryostasis. One count of corporate espionage. Okay, never mind. Think we figured it out. Time served 10 years. Yeah, okay, yeah. Known residences, secret assisted living. That's curious too. This guy's whole vibe is weird.
Excuse me.
Hmm?
Sam, I know what you are here to do.
Huh? What do you mean?
Stealing company secrets, Sam. You are going to get caught.
What? I'm just here because STP sent me. I'm not gonna steal anything.
STP?
Sterling Temp Placements, the temp agency. You have your wires crossed, lady. Whoever you're looking for, it's not me.
He sounds
He
like
takes
he's
the
telling
fall
truth
for it?
here. You'd better leave him alone.
Right. Apologies. I must have you confused with someone else.
I think it's more like you misunderstood the circumstances,
Sure.
but whatever. Sure, it happens. People definitely accuse me of corporate espionage like all the time.
So, this temp agency you work for,
Sterling? Been around for, gosh, 30 years at least?
good, are they?
They give you more credits than anybody. No other agency does that, but they make you earn it. When I'm done with a gig, I have to write a paper showing what I learned. They don't mess around.
I don't think the people who wrote this know what temp agencies are.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm just gonna say it. It's like my catchphrase for this game, I guess. But like, well, it sure is another mission where we just like are given no plan or information to start with, huh? Like it, like just out of like a false sense of competence on the part of Chrono's End, I would like for a minimum of one of these missions to start with an actual clear executable game plan as to like what we're doing.
No, so.
Yeah, Fia.
Can you print me an access card to this place?
Unfortunately, I can't. The cards have codes embedded, and they kept their codes locked down tight. If I had a card here at HQ, I could duplicate it with no problem.
The cards no longer exist in our WAN.
No, they'd have long since degraded. Sorry.
Right. We do this the hard way, then.
What kind of material were they made from that they would have long since degraded in 11 years? Were they like recycled cardboard?
They aren't messing about with security here, are they?
No, they aren't.
Don't worry. I'll figure this out. One way or another.
It'd probably be a lot easier if that guy wouldn't like hang out at the front door.
So why salads?
Proof of work. They wanted to show what they were capable of. Once they secured their funding, they parlayed their technology and know-how into a whole range of products.
We're being extremely vague about like what they did with the salads in the first place that became dishwashers.
Any thoughts right now?
Maybe try moving beyond the landing point? You're not going to get much.
Bye for now.
I'll be...
It's unhelpfully snarky, something I'm deeply familiar with. Can I leave the other direction? Is that something? No. Really doesn't feel like there's much to do here, huh?
If there is a reason...
Sam door panel landing point. Stone nothing. What if those cards are actually not that sturdy even in our time? But like, I don't know. Maybe it's just like a misinterpretation of facts on my point, Cap, but like, I feel like long since degraded implies to me that just like, they like passively disintegrated. Like, it's like one thing if we're just talking about this time frame, there weren't that many cards applicable to this company or whatever. But even so, like, if the temp agency was around for like 30 years, I feel like these aren't like lost secrets, right? I don't know. Feels a little weird to me. What if I shoot him?
No. The paperwork... It's unresponsive.
Told you, you need a card.
Excuse... Still no luck?
No, not yet. You gotta notice us here at some point.
Bye.
Bye.
I should only
Dude, we're like no seconds into this mission. I already have no idea what to do. It's so annoying. The Google search. Oh no, that's right. He gave me the agency. Sure. Years of operation: 2009 to 2042. Sterling is notable for being shut down due to a history of corporate espionage going back decades. Using unknowing temp agents as unwitting dupes, the agency would gather information about its client companies and sell them to the highest bidder. How Sterling got away with it for so long is a mystery, but it was promptly shut down and all operatives arrested. Doesn't feel like that information helps me any, though.
Excuse... So, I heard some troubling news about your temp agency.
You did?
They're stealing money and secrets from the firms they send workers to.
Huh? What do you mean?
I don't think it said money, did it? I thought they were just making money off of selling the secrets, i.e. corporate espionage.
Just that. You need to be careful.
I mean, this is all a bit out of the blue, you know? Where's your proof?
Well, I don't have proof, per se, but consider your temp agency for a moment.
Okay, what about them?
When you're done here, you're going to write a paper about what you did.
Sure, it's how they make sure we learn something from our time here. But how is that proof they sent me here to steal secrets?
Well, think about where they sent you.
You mean leaves? What about them?
Their security is quite tight. They won't even let you bring in a phone.
Yeah, I had to leave mine at home. Very annoying. Wait a minute. I see what you're getting at. You're saying STP takes our papers and uses them to steal company secrets?
I mean, I said that initially, yeah.
It's quite likely.
It's not like I'm writing about anything important.
Yeah, that's not necessarily the point there.
And STP would get permission from their clients first.
Nah,
surely.
don't assume that.
They know I'm doing it. They must.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure. Freaking dang it, you're right. It makes no sense.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Jesus, I knew it was too good to be true. Well, I won't be needing this. It's a nice day at least. Gonna salvage it by taking an early lunch. Wanna join?
No. I have business here, but thank you.
Freaking dang it, indeed.
Thank you. I think I may have just dodged a bullet.
This is future on first try. What would second try even look like? Okay, hold on. I want to see what happened to him. Employment history. Like, why would he still be listed as an office temp at Leaves? Didn't we basically stop that from ever happening? Junior Systems Analyst, Quantum Solutions. Systems Analyst, Digital Dynamics, Project Man. This doesn't make any sense. Like, if he started as a temp and he never had this temp job, like, shouldn't that part of the history change? Otherwise, he just, like, spontaneously becomes, like, an established... Whatever. It's fine. Known clustermates, none. Everyone's married to their work in the future. Known residences, Woodstock, eh? He was technically hired, but like, I don't know. I don't know what metric we're using to gauge employment history. I guess I'm thinking of it as like what you would put on a resume, and I don't feel like you would put like literally I had a temp job once where I was like called into a business that like needed help with financial software, and like the like person who called me, I was like, listen, it sounds like they need someone who knows like, I don't know, QuickBooks or something. Just to be clear, I don't know QuickBooks. And they're like, yeah, no, it's fine. They don't need someone who knows QuickBooks. So just like go to this address and like meet up with them and like do whatever they need. And I get there and they're like, we specifically need and asked for someone who knows QuickBooks. And so I just got like immediately sent home and like didn't work. Would I put that on my resume? No. Would I like tell people that in a context other than it was a really stupid situation? No. What's the future of the temp agency like now? I mean, I imagine like the same probably, but we're checking. Yeah, it's the same. We only like we didn't like break the story open. We just sort of stopped one guy from becoming a fall guy. Okay, so now I have to like send this card back to the okay.
Nozzo,
Yeah, Fia.
any idea?
Have you tried using...
I think that Sam fellow established quite well that it doesn't work.
Anything's worth a try. Within reason.
Bye.
I'll be...
Okay, I don't know why it would work, but I guess... oh, you know what? The game probably has a flag set here that I'm supposed to try the card that definitely doesn't work, even though the correct thing is clear to send it to the future. So in order for the game to work in a specific linear way that they wanted it to, you have to scan the card fail and trigger a cutscene. Watch.
Error. Duplicate ID in use.
Not sure why I expected that to work for me when it didn't work for that other fellow.
I literally didn't. You told me to try it. This game is maddening.
Nozzo,
Oh my god. Ugh. Oh my bloody god.
You okay?
I'm fine. Just a bit.
Oh, blast it.
Is that Precursor?
How's that, Imani? Talk about leaving your mark.
Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine. Just feels like a touch of chronasia.
Chronasia? That should only happen to...
To first-year trainees. I know. You won't tell anyone, will you?
I won't. But you have been putting in a lot of extra work lately.
Until Duffy's replaced, what else can we do?
I'm just worried maybe we got pregnant or something.
I'll tell the brass to send us fewer clients. They'll understand.
No, they won't. That's not how business works. It's not how it works now, and it's not how it's gonna work in 2053.
Don't you dare. I can handle it. I just need to get that door open. See? Totally handled.
Something's wonky
Okay.
here.
If you want to pull out, let me know. I'll be here.
I'm not gonna dignify that with an expression that it probably deserves.
I know.
Yeah, phrasing. Why would that let me in?
My absolute savior. You're just in time. You're the new temp, right?
Yes?
Close enough.
Great. Could you bring these leaflets up to Madison?
Okay.
She's
Sorry,
in the
I
conference
accidentally
room.
clicked
Just go
again.
up the stairs. You can't miss it. Thanks so much. You're a rock star. Overwhelmed? Welcome to the team.
I mean, I just got here. It is
by the
kind of
way.
weird.
Nice to meet. Sorry, can't talk. Gotta take this call. We get through this day alive. Drinks are on me. Bless you.
Thanks?
Hello? Yes.
For a second, I thought we were
Is
gonna
this about Miss Bates's
sneeze, and that she was just like
appointment next
clairvoyant.
Yeah. She needs...
My hand doesn't do anything. Probably need to use the card.
Tuesday after 1:30 won't work.
There's nothing on that table I need.
No, just do that trick where you like take the tablecloth off and leave all the other stuff there.
Neither will Wednesday before 9. Thursday?
Yeah,
after
I'm
12:30,
also
but not
gonna
before
I'm gonna
3.
give the benefit of the doubt that that's an
can I-
assistive chair
No.
Right. Okay, great. Bye.
for now.
Mrs. Meltzer? Cassia Tuca here. From Leaves?
The door won't.
I'm calling because we saw that you haven't watched our...
No.
Right. We were hoping that
Weird
you...
that door
Oh,
keeps
you will?
triggering her to interact with me, but other things
Fantastic.
don't.
I hope you find it in...
No point.
Hi. Is this Lazarus
Someone ought to
Tech?
refill that water
I'm
cooler.
calling about the patent infringement suit you filed...
This door won't open.
No. We won't be paying a cent. You're...
Come on, move. What's wrong with this thing? Breaking down today of all days?
Just relax, will you? The cavalry's here.
Cavalry? Oh, the new temp.
Her name's Fia.
What? That doesn't make any sense. We're here under false pretenses. He shouldn't know our name.
Yes. That's me. Word travels fast. I was told to give these leaflets to you.
Careful, those are still wet.
Like on purpose? Are they supposed to be?
Just hold on to those for a bit, would you? Thanks.
Everything that's happened since we got here has been weird. Oh, freshly printed leaflets. They're still slightly wet. But, like, that's not... Gang, that's not how leaflets do.
I shouldn't tinker with their things. At least, not while they're watching.
Benjamin Passmon regards the room with half-closed eyes, smiling as if he just thought of a funny joke.
Yes?
What's up?
Oh, you have a collective talking hitbox, huh?
Do you need me to do anything? That's why I'm here, after all, because I'm a temp.
I'm definitely a temp and not a time traveler. Wink.
The agency said you have a background in engineering, yeah?
Sure.
Is what the agency said, yes.
See if you can fix this drone.
Benj, that's your job.
She's gotta earn those work credits somehow, right? Go on, have a look-see.
Since I'm going to be working here, what can you tell me about this place?
We're making anything and everything.
Yes, anything and everything. Plus, a revolutionary salad packing and distribution system.
Which is what will earn us the funding to make anything and everything.
So, about this presentation you're giving.
You're well informed. We're streaming our product demonstration to potential investors.
Again, every day we show off the tech, and every day we are rewarded with silence.
This is a marathon, Benji, not a sprint.
Still don't see why we can't just pre-record it.
A recording can't answer questions or sign a contract, Benj.
By 2042 it probably can, to be honest with you.
Yet, I've been tinkering with AI that can.
Don't get distracted.
Do both of you need to give the presentation?
Well, yes. It's the best way. I know how to demonstrate the product effectively. Benji knows the tech. I know how to speak to investors. Benji can answer questions.
I feel like answering the question sort of falls under the speak to investors.
We make a good team.
It's a rocket cluster, but one that works.
Oh, we've started saying cluster by 2042. That's fine. We get a pass on this one. We can spend this entire time frame, like, just saying the word cluster willy-nilly instead of, like, spouse or whatever.
You two are clustered.
God, no.
No, it's a figure of speech, you
Not
goon.
since that one time in college.
Oh my god, don't say that stuff.
Benji, we don't talk about that.
I'm not saying that. That's insane.
That will be all.
Just the drone.
Right.
I'm not just gonna randomly be like, only my client should do it, for reasons.
Well, wow us.
Nozzo, any idea what to do here?
There should be a panel on the back.
I see it.
Just push it slightly. That should open it.
I want it to
Looks like there's a
explode.
burnt out wire. Just here.
Well spotted. Hey, she's earning her credits already.
Wonderful. Now fix it.
Our new temp can handle that. There's some spare wire in my workshop.
Workshop?
Through the door, just behind you. You can find whatever you need in there.
Look at his comically large D20. That somehow doesn't have a hitbox. Oh, weird. Oh, I bet I'm gonna tamper with this system clock and make someone go to lunch or something. Yeah, the shoes stand out really hard too, don't they? Oh, I don't have access to anything because I'm a temp? Oh, hang on. Chat log history. Oh, God. Can we please not test military-grade electronic pulse on our own system? Sorry, I didn't expect the pulse to be that strong. I reprogrammed it so it can only deploy on a timer. My tablet blew up. It set my purse on fire. But think of the potential applications for time delivery. It's worth a fortune. Nobody will want to buy this. Everyone will want to buy this. Until this is resolved, I took it off the network and stored it on a mem stick. It'll be in my office. Cassie, could you book me a shuttle back to New York? I already booked you one. It left 6 hours ago. I know. I was on it. I missed the stop. I'm in Boston now. She means she fell asleep. I told you this would happen. Trains always knock you out cold. Are you gonna help or are you gonna judge? I booked you a train back to New York. I've also arranged to have a thermos of coffee waiting at your seat. That's weird. Can you please reinforce this delivery drone? It leaked dressing all over our table. It stained the whole thing. What kind of dressing was that? Can't we just use the clear vinaigrette? Why do you insist on using the orange stuff? Why do you insist on using the orange stuff? Because it shows up better on camera. Fine, Cassie, could you order some seam sealer? Is Passagel really the best name for it? I invented it. I can name it after myself. Fine, we'll workshop it later. Can you at least change the code phrases? I'm worried that it's too easy to set it off by accident. I can change the last set to nonsense phrases. Nobody will say those accidentally. Famous last words. Nothing better explode this time. No promises. Unrelated to anything you're talking about, but I've ordered some updated fire extinguishers. New temp. Just FYI, the new temp is arriving later this morning. Are you sure this is necessary? Yes. We don't have the funding yet. Any more staff is a risk. We can afford it. What's a temp gonna do anyway? Everything around here runs like clockwork. Trust me, they'll find something. I have concerns. Too late. Who put this gun in my desk drawer? What a great question. Sorry, Cassie, I have nowhere else to put it. You try carrying a gun while wearing a vintage Margiela tabby. Why bring it in the first place? This place is locked down tight. For the trip to and from home. Can't be too careful, Cassie. You live 2 blocks away, and you take a full car service. Can't be too careful. Did you seriously get a WEG Mark 1? Yes, I did. Can't be too careful. You do know that it only operates at the 638.52 resonance band frequency. I don't know what that means. It means the gun has no punch. I could make you something better. Leave it, Benj. This is fine. I thought we couldn't be too careful. Okay. Chat log's the only thing I can do.
Another pair of shoes, especially ones as garish as that.
Oh, you know I'm picking up those shoes later.
Also can print me any pair I might need.
What if I need that pair? Flavor codes. Strawberry, lavender, vanilla, cinnamon, banana, peppermint, tomato, apple, chamomile, barbecue, pickle, carrot, fresh bread, jasmine, wheatgrass, butter. I mean, obviously this will be part of some kind of puzzle, but like, doesn't mean anything to me yet. Bright touchscreen graces the front of this device. A circular indentation is recessed on top. Select audio phrase key, activation key, melon tense jump, primer key, cup paper arrow, detonation key, Buddo Dilly Zoiper. Tense arrow, Buddo. Small spray bottle. A digital label on the bottle reads Passagel. Tense arrow, Buddo. I'll just pick it up and put it in my purse, I guess. Nothing else in here, I gather. The list, the shoes, the pedestal, the screen, the door. Great.
Right, that should do it.
It's implied that I fixed the dressing drone.
It's working?
It should do. It was just a loose wire.
I thought it was burned out. Keep your story straight.
Just a loose wire, she says. She's just like you, Benj. Acting like it's so easy.
I've never been a good actor. You remember when we were in the Riverwall back in 11th grade?
I try not to. Anyway, shall we do a test run?
By all means.
System, begin drone salad production program. And all systems go! Well done, Fia.
Well, she obviously has this covered. I'm gonna take an early lunch.
No, please don't.
An early what? The presentation starts in less than an hour.
Plenty of time. I'll just be on the bench outside. You want me to go on camera hungry?
Hey, maybe if I get him to look in the bush that I puked in, he'll lose his appetite and come back in.
What if something else breaks again?
Our new super temp's got it covered, right?
Maybe you could have lunch here.
On a day like today? No. Anyway, I'm off.
My nerd in shining armor. Well, he may come back in time. He may not. Either way, I'm going to rehearse my spiel for a bit. Try and find something to keep busy with in the meantime. Thanks. Right, let's do this. Music on. Imagine this. It's a frigid winter's day in January, and there's a knock on your door. Outside is a leaf drone, and it's dropping off a box. Inside is freshly harvested lettuce, fragrant basil, juicy
What'd you call
sweet
me?
strawberries, and ripe red tomatoes. All of which were harvested at our local farm less than half an hour before it arrived. The demand for producing fresh food is approaching fast, and we are rising to the occasion. Will you join us? Music off. Am I gesturing too much or not enough? Okay, from the top. Music on.
Warning. Passagel prototype not permitted to leave the area. Please return it to the workshop.
Imagine.
I'm just doing some corporate espionage. Is that frowned on? I thought we were doing that here. I don't know where to, like, put it. I don't think I was ever supposed to pick it up. Sure. Oh, and it's gone now. Why are the leaflets wet?
And ripe red tomato.
Thursday after 12:30, but not before.
Cassie, I need you to explain to me why the leaflets are wet.
What's up?
Any idea what I should be doing around here?
Whatever Mr. Passamon and Miss Bates tell you. You have spoken to them, right? They're upstairs.
They're not. That's not correct.
Anything I should know about Madison?
So Madison is kind of our marketing person, branding, PR, things like that. We all do a little bit of everything around here. She's been pitching to investors for almost a month with no results, so she's a little stressed. Well, I mean, she's always stressed, but that's startups, right? The key thing you need to know is don't distract her. Not today.
What's special about today?
Oh, just a special guest who is attending today's pitch stream. Nobody you need to worry about.
This is feeling orchestrated on some level. In theory, no one should know that an important person is here today, right?
This guest. He wouldn't be Roy Rockcamp, would it?
Jesus, keep it down! If Madison found out, she'd be a nervous wreck. More so than usual. Better if she doesn't know.
What do you know about, Roy Rockcamp?
Only that I have called in favors from every admin, secretary, and executive assistant in this city to get him here. He is our best hope of taking Leaves stratospheric.
Benjamin Passamon. Anything you can tell me about him?
Benjamin's our resident inventor, and he does most of the R&D for Leaves. When he's not getting distracted by his side projects, anyway.
A lot of people getting distracted around here in this 3-person operation.
What kind of side projects?
Let's see. There's the spray gel that makes things blow up.
That sounds like a James Bond
There's the
gadget.
computer virus that makes things blow up. Honestly, I'm surprised the salad hasn't blown up yet.
Just give him time, man. Don't rush art.
Jesus, I better look into that.
Spray gel that makes things blow up.
Passagel. Don't get me started. You want to know more? Ask him.
A virus that makes things blow up?
Nope. We don't talk about pulse blast in this house. Not since the incident.
Incident?
Sincident.
Ask Madison. Or rather, don't. She doesn't need the reminder.
Got it. Go ask her about it.
Right. Sorry to keep you waiting. We're Thursday after 12:30, but not.
It's a frigid winter's day in January.
Ms. Bates.
Hey, I'm super
Music,
interrupted.
I'm in the middle. What is...
I really want to just ask her about the
You should take
pulse
a break.
blast or
You
whatever.
know what? Gotta rest the vocal cords. System, deactivate drone program.
I kind of like the salad dressing robot. He's very friendly.
Hey, kiddo, it's me. How'd it go today?
It won't open by itself.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
strawberry smoothie, just like I promised. I have to run.
This
sweetie.
game does love its tedium. You prefer not to look at this bush too closely.
I already know what's in there, and I have no desire to touch it.
You think so?
Yeah, you're too smart to be temping. Guy like you should be leading your own team.
Nah, I don't like telling people what to do.
Are they
I'm
flirting?
too nice, you know? It's always been a problem.
Don't sell yourself short. Nice is in short supply these days.
Oh, so you're saying I'm in high demand?
Maybe?
Wow, I didn't know a face could blush that fast.
I think they are. They're
Blushing.
flirting, right?
So,
Like actual
anyway,
flirting?
Tell me about this thesis project.
You don't want to hear about that.
I'm interested, really.
No, it's dumb.
I don't believe that for a second.
I can't get it to work.
And then they cluster.
Well, if you wanted, I could take a look. I'm pretty good with stuff like that.
Well, I guess you must be, huh? After all, you do run things here.
Not quite. I have a partner, but this place would fall apart without me.
I'd love to run a place like this.
A partner, but not a cluster, right?
I don't see why. You're already brilliant. Yeah, you're too smart to be tempted.
Okay, we found the loop. Yeah, I hate to interrupt, but trying to like give you a whole corporation or whatever. You asked for this.
We've met. She's the one I told you about.
Oh, so Cassie hired 2 temps from 2 different agencies?
Stop scrutinizing the past.
Whatever. You did good, Fia.
I did?
Yeah, I got to have lunch with this fella instead of being his boss.
And that's better.
Power dynamics, you know? Get in the way.
Oh, they get in the way, do they? Of what?
And then they cluster.
Oh, you know, things.
Things.
Sexy
Right.
cluster things. Shut up. Stop asking questions.
You should get back to the office, Mr. Passamon.
Already? I haven't even had my full hour yet.
No, it's been an hour. You're just so distracted looking at this man's beautiful
You
eyes.
don't want to miss the presentation, do you?
You mean the presentation we've given 30 times this month?
Yeah, it's like important. Shut up.
Nobody important has been interested yet. Why would things be different now?
You know what? You know what part of it is? Like, I continue to struggle to, like, in an objective way, like, construct thoughts about why I find this game so consistently frustrating. But, like, you very rarely are able to convince anyone of anything. Like, everyone just sort of, like, dismiss... Like, I don't know if it's supposed to be, like, a commentary on, like, misogyny or something, but, like, the majority of the time you try to, like, make even, like a gentle nudge to someone's, like, thought process or behavior. They just, like, dismiss you outright. Like, at the start of the stupid heist time loop when they're just like, this man is too cowardly to shoot us to death with a gun. And it's like, oh, you want to bank on that? You want to just try and see if you get dead?
And besides, Madison's better at the talky stuff. She can handle it. Just this once. I build it, she sells it. That's how it works.
Nobody has been interested yet. Why?
Why do you think? It's freaking salads.
Not
I told
wrong.
Madison it was a boring idea, but she thinks with enough bells and whistles, we can sell a big whale investor on the pitch.
And you disagree?
I don't want to yuck her yum, but yeah.
Are we still saying that in 2042?
She'll realize I was right soon enough, and then she'll agree to show off my prototype instead. Nothing like a few explosions to raise someone's interest, am I right?
It gets you noticed for sure.
Yeah.
Notice me, senpai.
What is Passagel?
You really want to know?
I do.
It's a nanotech gel, see? It's got these audio receptors on them, my own design. You can program them to activate when they hear 3 unique phrases. So you spray the gel on any surface you want, then speak the phrases, and they turn on.
And do what?
They explode.
That's one practical application.
No, you used too many words in that sentence. That is one application.
Right?
Trust me, if you don't go back, you'll regret it.
I'm happy here. Thank you. I'll go back when I'm ready.
Roy Rockcamp is going to be watching the stream today. If you're not there, he'll put Madison in charge.
That's a big if. A guy like that isn't interested in us.
Right.
We will. Anyway, a guy like you
It's literally an
should be your own
adventure
team.
game invention. It definitely is. It is the sort of thing that can truly only exist in an adventure game. You would never have it for any other purpose. I'm curious about something, though. Are they, like, married now? Did we change that? Nope, they don't end up together, even if I don't intervene further, which is mildly curious. Why do I have a stack of wet pamphlets? Why are they wet? It makes me irrationally upset.
I have to run, sweetie. I'm proud of you.
Okay, do your presentation again, now that I understand the ludicrous nature of this passage. Oh, right, I have to, like, tell her because I told her to stop doing the
Miss
presentation.
Babe.
Oh, yeah, ask about the virus.
Cassie mentioned you had an incident with a virus created by Mr. Passamon.
Nope.
Are you sure?
I said nope.
Can that be one of the passphrases?
I found Mr. Passamon, but he won't come back inside.
Oh, this is my surprised face. What distracted him this time? A pretty smile or a pretty engine?
Oh, dang, she got his number on speed dial, which we brought back in 2042.
Well, he's talking to this map.
I knew it. Good for him.
Okay.
In that case, just leave him.
Really?
Yeah, getting some action will be good for him.
All right.
I can muddle through on my own.
I don't know. This increasingly feels like Cassie's machinations.
Is there anything I can help you with?
I'm looking through my presentation here. I've gone over it dozens of times, but something still isn't gelling. I'm sure that with just the right tweaks, it'll be a winner. Mind if I run some of it by
Oh man,
you?
she just Phoenix righted. That's so hard.
I'd love to go over your presentation with you.
Okay, this word here, at the beginning. Can you think of a good word for cold? I'm currently using the word frigid, but that has a lot of baggage tied to it, especially among women.
I don't remember what the words were in the other room, which I should have checked.
How about freezing?
Kinda basic, but maybe that's called for. Okay, let's go with that. Now this bit in the middle, I'm trying to describe the aroma of fresh basil. I'm using the descriptor fragrant, but that can imply a bad smell as well as a nice one. Any thoughts on what I could use instead?
Let's get fancy. How about aromatic?
Ooh, breaking out the thesaurus. I like it. Now, towards the end here, I am describing how fast the demand is rising for products like ours. The obvious choice would be to say it's fast approaching, but the word fast can mean to not eat anything at all.
That's
Any
true.
thought?
Yeah, let's definitely say speedily.
How about speedily?
The demand is speedily approaching.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, that works.
It doesn't. It sounds
Thanks.
awful. Okay, hold on. Oh, a salad bot. It seems like the obvious thing to do here is to like line up her speech with these words, but they don't seem to like sync up with the categories of words that she needs unless it wants me to just like keep asking her to change it until I hit these words. Intense jump, cut paper arrow. Boy, getting that last one in there's gonna be tricky, huh? Butto Dilly Zoiper? I think that was in the chat log of like, we'll make sure the last ones aren't things people will say as humans. What a good little
Drone is
guy.
magna locked to the charging dock. I can't budge it.
Can I give him a high five? I love him. Antiquing. Pimpmobile. Yeah, I still don't really get what's going on there. Weird. Melon isn't one of these options, huh? Feels like it should be.
Ms. Maybe we should go.
Okay, the word
I think.
Okay, you don't think the...
I think.
I like the word...
It's.
Alright, I'm gonna
Ms.
have her start the loop again.
Do you think?
Music? Imagine this. It's a freezing winter's day in January, and there's a knock on your door. Outside is a leaf.
I don't think it's voice act.
Inside is freshly harvested
Okay, then
lettuce,
touch it, idiot.
aromatic basil, juicy sweet strawberries, and ripe red tomatoes. All of which were harvested at our local farm less than half an hour before it arrived. The demand for producing fresh food is approaching speedily.
Oh.
And we are rising to the occasion. Will you join us? Music off.
Speedily is meant to evoke dilly, huh? So that's one down. So I gotta get melon tense or jump paper arrow. Do it again.
Imagine this. It's a freezing winter's day in January.
Actually,
music. I'm in. What is?
You should.
You know, cut a sister.
Ms.
Hmm?
Maybe.
Okay, the word.
Intense. Got it.
But I did get a chill down my spine. Okay, you don't think the word.
Cup. Arrow. What was the other one? Ooh, aromatic could be arrow. But isn't arrow in the second category? But I don't have an arrow in second. These are my second choices. First and third look good to me, but I don't know what to do about second. Am I just forgetting one that slots into one of these? It's like... Isn't it like paper, cup, or arrow? Oh, it's slotted... aromatic is already slotted in? Okay, got it. My bad. I forgot that it wasn't showing me the full list.
I think
okay.
it's flatter. I like it. The word...
It's fine.
Yep, thanks.
Funny that I had 2 out of 3 of those right, huh? Okay. Going arrow, intense, generate. Cool.
Odorless and completely transparent.
What a cool and normal thing to do. Good thing I'm an adventure game protagonist. Hey, this is some, like, actual, like, not only is the, like, stupid voice-activated, like, adventure game compound, like, extremely adventure gamey, but, like, doing, like, a low to medium grade crime against, like, an innocent person to advance my own agenda is extremely adventure game protagonist.
Ms. Bates.
What is it?
Why don't you go ahead
Do you
and
think we should
practice, and I'll
practice a
stand
bit
over
more?
here with safety goggles on.
You may be right. Music on. Imagine this. It's
I don't want to
an
be nearby.
intense winter's day in January, and
I
there's
wanna
a
stand
knock
far away.
on your door. Outside is a leaf drone, and it's dropping off a box. Inside is freshly harvested lettuce, aromatic basil, juicy sweet strawberries, and ripe red tomatoes. All of which were harvested at our local farm less than half an hour before it arrived. The demand for producing fresh food is approaching speedily. Huh?
Oh, right, I have to advance the dialogue. That was less horrific than I expected.
Music off! Music off!
That's my main concern. Gotta get that music off.
I can't give the presentation like this. Benji's going to have to do it. Find him.
We did it! This is a way to bring Benji back.
No need to
So
mess with
true.
that.
In theory, this should be the easiest thing we've done to date, although I have the sneaking suspicion
Yeah,
that Cass is gonna
sure.
sabotage us.
Is something wrong?
You know what? I'm too busy to deal with whatever this is. Situations like this are why we hired you.
Situations like what?
Could you find Mr. Passamon and tell him to do the presentation instead?
Yeah, you didn't have to tell me that. For the first time in this game's history, I knew the next thing to do and you didn't have to tell me.
Need me? I'll be in my sanctum.
Why is Benji the only one that doesn't get, like, personal chambers? I don't know, maybe the workshop counts? Oh, I hate this door. What a stupid door. I'm actually curious about something. So somehow that hasn't changed history in and of itself. I guess it wouldn't be done this way, huh? I'd have to, like, call Nazo? That seems like a waste of my time.
You think so?
Yeah, you're too smart to be temping. Guy like you should be leading your own team.
Excuse... There's been an accident. Madison is unable to do the presentation.
Really? What happened? Is she okay?
She's fine. She's just, covered in orange salad dressing. Somehow.
Somehow.
Anyway, you need to take her place.
Right. Once again, it's up to me to save the day. Sorry, Sam. Duty calls. You want to come up with me? You can be my good luck charm.
Oh god, no.
Really? I'd like that.
Oh,
Sounds
come
like
on.
fun.
This should have been easy.
Great. It's a date. I mean, let's go.
This guy's the threat to the
That
mission.
went well.
Quick, shoot him with a laser.
So, how'd everything shake out, Noz?
Just waiting for the ripples to stabilize.
You and I both know what's about to happen. Let's not kid ourselves.
Right. Checking. Looks like you did it.
Did we?
Tech no longer exists. Leaves went on to be rebranded as Passamon Industries.
But it's not just him, it's him and the other
And
guy.
a Mr. Benjamin Passamon is listed as CEO.
Does he stay together with Sam?
Unknown. No cluster mates are listed.
Oh well. So much for that ship.
Lord.
Ready
Do you really
jump
mean
home?
to tell me that this is chapter 4 in its entirety?
Nozo?
The new protocol sphere.
Right. Of course. Chrono suit is engaged. Confirm.
Confirmed. Stand by.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
And timefall in 3, 2, 1.
That's chapter 4? We just got an achievement. That's chapter 4. What on
Timefall
earth?
successful.
You literally don't need the stupid flavor sheet.
Powering down. Welcome back, Fia.
Hi, Noz.
I just informed Mr. Passamon that you're done. He should be here any...
So, you did it. Your partner here says that you did it.
We did it.
So fill me in, man. What did I create? What's the world like now?
Don't you live in it?
Wouldn't you rather go and find out yourself? Once you leave this facility, your memories will start to integrate with the new timeline.
I read the tech journals. I know that the process can take weeks. So don't keep me in suspense. Tell me.
Well, you become CEO like you wanted.
And?
There's, no record of Passamon Industries filing any patents.
Sick burn.
No patents? But I had so many ideas. That can't be right.
I'm sorry, that's what the archive says.
But we're still in business, right? We must have produced something.
You're right, but I can't access that information from here. Sorry.
Why not?
Huh. Must be something top secret. Something so incredible that nobody can know about it, right?
Sure.
Okay then. Thank you both. I'm off to see what's what.
Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
Another day, another satisfied client.
You okay, Fia? You look beat.
More like turnip.
He didn't even ask about his partner.
He's not the first client to rush out like that. He's excited. He'll learn what happened to her soon enough.
She died of salad-related wounds.
Any word on Duffy's replacement?
The brass is still looking for a suitable candidate, but it's slow going.
Yeah, I remember what the interview process was.
Well, we're all done here for the night. You want to join me for dinner? I promise it won't be salad.
Thanks, Noz, but I've got plans. Rain check?
Sure, Fia.
Is it to stare at a painting of myself, and then cry myself to sleep in the shower?
Until tomorrow.
But tomorrow's the thing that always approaches and never arrives. Jeremy Cat is back, everyone! God, I miss Jeremy Cat. I wonder if there's any rhyme or reason to this, or if they're fully random. My sense is that they're fully random. But I am glad that Jeremy Cat has returned. Look, I don't know if there are like multiple endings to this game, but like I'm all in on the go
Fia,
crazy staring at the painting of myself ending.
Almost beat me here today. Hello, Imani. I was about to grab a coffee from the calf. You want one? Milk, no sugar. Am I right?
Yeah, nothing concerning about this.
Yes, I knew it. I'll see you inside. I guess I've become a regular. Pie Sycamore Industries. I can't say I've heard of it. Although Bates Tech rings a bell.
I don't fully understand how these time changes work. In the beginning, it implied they were like constantly happening. Like maybe a hint of the sound of thunder, but like you wouldn't have to wait weeks for people to like have heard of the company. I mean, we keep like showing up and having like news of the past that we wrote like on our home computer before we go to bed.
But that's not possible, right? You just said Bates Tech never existed. Probably from the residual PFE effect still in your system.
In your system? I thought it was a thing that you wore.
You still retain pieces of your original timeline. They'll fade, eventually.
That feels traumatic and weird.
Fade, huh? That explains it. Explains what? My original name. I can't remember it. If you must know, it was Cameron. Cameron.
Me when I'm a real human.
Nope. All wrong. Makes my tongue all itchy. I am Imani Nash. Always was, always will be. And that painting always had your face. And that tech company was always called...
Pie Sycamore Industries.
I've forgotten the name already. You're not alone. It's not very memorable, is it? But not all legacies can be hanging in a world-famous museum, can they?
I'm actually like pretty concerned about how willing she is to enable this like genuinely upsetting thing that we're doing.
Can I ask you something? Sure. What are you feeling right at this moment?
Chronasia.
Sad? Like I have nowhere else to be, nowhere else to go, nothing else to do but stare at this thing. This is one of the largest art galleries in the tri-state area.
That's why there's only ever the two of us and you own it.
And I've studied that painting much longer than you, believe me. For work, of course.
Oh no, is she hitting on us?
How many times have I come here this week? 4, maybe 5. I can only count the times I've been here as well.
That's not better, that's worse.
You have your own reasons for coming here. Reasons aside from my sparkling company. Even if you don't know what they are yet, your reasons will come. Or not. Give it time. Sorry. Forgot who I was talking to.
Skull joke.
Hey, Fia?
Sorry, I need to take this. Sure. Busy. I get it. What's up, Noz?
We, have a client?
Another one already?
Yes and no. It's complicated.
Oh my god, wait. Is it Madison? Is the client Madison?
You're being very cagey.
Trust me, it will make sense when you get here.
I think it's Madison, guys.
Fair enough. Be there as soon as I can. Duty calls? Yes. Sorry.
His name is Nas.
Yes.
Ooh, Sam is an interesting guest, too.
ID acknowledged. Welcome, Fia Quinn.
Oh, but Jeremy Cat's already gone. What a bummer.
Do you have any idea?
It's Madison!
Working for someone who squanders every opportunity, who lets every juicy grape wither on the vine.
Fia. This is, Madison Bates, head of marketing for Passamon Industries.
This is good. This I like.
Ugh, that name. I see money burning every time I hear it. The name Bates Tech has everything, wouldn't you say? That's what it should have been. And now, with your help, it will be.
I see what they did here. Because, like, if Duffy still existed as, like, a local agent, you wouldn't be able to justify the same, like, time agent going back to the same time period. So you kind of have to write him out of the story, because, like, otherwise you'd just be like, it makes no sense to do that. I think the only outcome this works is where they co-head it. Yeah, I have the same assumption, although I don't know if we will have to... I mean, the way this game operates, I will not be shocked if it makes me, like, switch it back again before we figure out that they should just work together.
Right?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Fia Quinn.
Fia Quinn. Fia Quinn.
Oh no, she, like, remembers. It is a little problematic, isn't it?
Have we met before?
Nope. No, I don't believe so.
Anyway, Miss Bates here wants us to make a slight adjustment to her past.
Interesting.
June 23rd, 2042.
Interesting specific date.
My partner Benji and I were streaming pitch presentations to groups of investors every day. I missed one. Just one out of several dozen.
Someone orchestrated an exploding salad dressing. I'm not even sure why that exists.
And naturally, that was the one Roy Rockcamp was attending. Rockcamp assumed my partner was in charge, so he was installed as CEO.
Can we talk about how much Roy Rockcamp sucks?
And do you know what our brilliant leader decided to make? Weapons. If it didn't go bang, zap, or boom, he didn't want to build it. Such a complete and utter waste.
You'd do it differently.
For 20 years, he had me selling our products to warlords and dictators. I could shower the rest of my life and I'd never feel clean.
So the answer is yes.
Do you know how many governments our products have destabilized? How many people they killed?
I'm gonna guess at least 2, followed by probably more than 2.
Yes, I know if we didn't sell those weapons, someone else would have. But it was us. And I was a part of it. I can't let that be my legacy. I just can't. I need to give that presentation. I need to be in charge. Or at the very least, have equal authority so I have veto power over his dumb decisions. So can you do this for me, or what?
Nozzy? Is this allowed?
There is precedent. There's nothing in the rulebook that says we can't.
Fantastic, the Airbud argument. Always a good start to a solid working foundation. There's no rule that says a dog can't play basketball using time travel in the year 2042.
And the brass is aware we are doing this.
Yes, I made sure to cover our asses. It's all above board.
Well,
Miss Bates, let's get started, shall we?
We're definitely gonna get, like, hospitalized for, like, massive chrononausea or whatever, right? Ah, okay. Last time I think it was, like, past 11, so we, like, went back, like, a half hour.
And here we are again.
So, how long have I been gone? By local time, I mean.
Why did we have those wet pamphlets?
Only about 15 minutes. The presentation doesn't start for another 40 minutes, so there's still time to prevent it. I also took the liberty of integrating the keycard into your clothing's pocket.
Oh, we brought it back to the present, then?
Handy. Thanks.
I'll be here if you need me.
Oh. Yeah, that causes the duplicate keycard issue. Because we went in earlier with the card we stole from him in the future. This is, like, we're not even done, and this is definitely the best mission by a lot. Okay, hang on. Oh no, I can just do this. Great, that'll do. Yeah, it's shocking how much, like here's here's, I think, the key difference here is that, like, the story and puzzles, like, incorporate the actual time travel. Like, so far, the only real incorporation of time travel has been the time loops, and I really don't like the implementation of the time loops. I think they're very annoying to play through. But, like, having an understanding of, like, what already happened and stuff like that, like, that's really cool. That's interesting. Like, having to, like, this is an actual time loop, right? Is like, we know some things about, like, what we already have done, and we know some things about the environment, so we can, like, plan around that. Like, that's actual use of time loop, instead of just being like, you just have to try all the dialogue options until the game deems that you have, like, now acquired what you can use to, like, solve the puzzle. Like, this is the kind of stuff I was hoping for from this game. I don't know. I mean, certainly we could find... I mean, honestly, though, the fact that, like, no one has pointed a gun at us a single time really decreases the probability that we end up in the game's version of a time loop. So that's really promising. Yeah, I'd agree. I will not be surprised if ultimately we learn more about the circumstances around Duffy's death, and that's important to one of the remaining missions, of which there are not a ton. I happen to know how many are in the game because I read it somewhere. I do follow Dave Gilbert on social media, and I think, I don't know, I don't remember if I, like, read a little bit of one of the articles he linked or something, but, like, somewhere I saw a mention of how many missions there are. And I'd say in theory we're probably, like, I would guess we're a little shy of halfway through the game, just because typically these types of games tend to, like, get longer over time. I think I goofed up my voice by being super mad about time loops. But, like, oh, it's great. Like, there's, like, attention to detail. We get to, like, know the characters and, like, learn why their behavior is a certain way. You get stuff that's, like, more fun in hindsight of, like, I don't know why these pamphlets are wet or why I would be holding them. Like, now we're going to find out. And frankly, we're probably going to be responsible for making them wet. I mean, we do know that there's an empty water cooler. Those things may be related. Oh, I don't know. Like, I don't know what your impression of this game is. It's like, it's really presenting me a very similar experience to Rosewater. I honestly, as mad as this game makes me, I still think I prefer it to Rosewater, because at least it's very deliberate in what it's trying to do. Like, I respect the attempt at Rosewater to sort of, like, branch the story, but, like, I just don't, I mean, like, and maybe it's just my experience of, like, I chose all the worst options, because I genuinely think that's possible, but, like, I don't know, like, I mean, I would agree with you, Demolition. I would say that this, for me, is the first good mission. The first one was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't terrible. The second one was, like, a little disappointing. The third one was quite frustrating. Like, Mission 3 is very annoying. It has, like, almost no redeeming qualities. Like, I do like Pie Sycamore herself and the sort of entanglement with saving her in the previous mission, as, like, wildly unlikely as that occurrence is with the small sample size of missions that we see. Like, I like that element to it, and I like that character, but, like, I don't remember his name, Joshua or whatever, the guy who owned the jewelry store, the guy who owns it now, the couple, the bartender, like, none of these characters matter. At most, like, at best, I don't care about them. For, like, fully half of the characters in that chapter, I actively, strongly dislike them. Especially the ones that we see more often. So, like, that felt rough. And again, like, one of the reasons I was excited for this game is that, like, when I think of a puzzle game that involves time travel, I'm thinking of, like, cheeky solutions like, I'll say a couple from Day of the Tentacle, because I think it's easily the best example of, like, a time travel adventure game that I know of. I'm sure there are some I haven't played, but it's just one of the best. But, like, there's there's like a really good, so keep in mind that the tone of that game is really cartoony, but like you can acquire an extremely large sweater that for reasons you can intuit you need to put on like a gerbil or like a hamster or something. And so like what you have to do to get the very large sweater to be sized for the small rodent is you like travel to the present and then put like a preposterous number of quarters in a laundry machine, and then it just runs for like 15 years, and then when you open it, like it's just super shrunk. Like it's amazing, super good. And like an even simpler version is like you find in like the past of the 3 time periods you can interact with that they're like making a time capsule, and you need vinegar for like some science experiment or something. And so like what you do is like you find wine somewhere and then like put it in the time capsule, and then you like go to the future and open the time capsule, and it's like turned into vinegar after all that time. It's like that stuff's super clever. I like both of those solutions. Like I can just call them to mind off the top of my head because they leave such an impression on me. I'm like, that's great, that's so clever. Like when you get around to it, you're like, that's smart and fun and amazing. And like this game has just narratively, it's doing some really interesting stuff with a world that lives with the reality of time travel and things changing in the past on a regular basis. Like there is something really appealing about the storytelling here. But I don't think that the gameplay mechanics have really lived up to my expectations. And I think worse than that, and I think in a lot of cases, like they don't even make logical sense. They're like really frustrating to try and intuit, and it just feels like the only way to succeed is to get mad, which I don't love, but I want to like this game, and I'm trying my best to enjoy it. And there are good things to say about it, but I do agree that this 4th mission is the first like story in its own right that feels like it reaches that level of quality. And I'm a little surprised because, like, it's not that I think this game is terrible. I am frustrated largely because of the expectations I have, both that it would be an adventure game in sort of a measurable sense, and also that, like, I was hoping for those types of puzzles, which are really interesting to me. But, like, I just keep hearing how good the story is, and it takes us until the 4th mission to get one that feels really clever. Like, I'm surprised. I'm not trying to, like, badmouth the game. I know I'm very critical. But, like, I'm surprised at how universally positive the discussions about the story have been, when my sense is, like, there have been some good moments, and I like the world at large, but, like, based on what I've played so far, I would say that largely the story is, like, fine, you know? Like, have we ever seen someone's timeline impact change mid-mission? Not in a major way, I don't think. I do feel like we're likely to see, like, something happen to Sam, and it may honestly take even, like, a 3rd iteration of this mission, which could potentially be interesting. But, like, you know, we ended up, like... I mean, it kind of depends on your interpretation, right? Because, like, we got the stupid married couple from the 3rd mission to, like, rob a jewelry store, right? Like, they weren't doing that previously, and we, like, told them to think of their child, and the first thing they did was, like, let's get more drunk and rob a store at gunpoint. So, like, arguably, yeah, we changed their history, but, like, somehow that doesn't matter, which is wild to me. But, yeah, my hope is that, I mean, I will say that, like, the most specific thing I've heard about the quality of the story is that, like, the last mission and its ending are supposed to be really, really good. So, like, maybe it is just that, like, we're, like, throwing out, like, the least exciting stuff first, and we're just, like, building to more complex ideas that borrow from things that we established early on, or something like that. For now, I'm still committed to playing this through, but I definitely am not committed to not getting super mad repeatedly. It's not great. Neko, you're just in time to look for Squirtles. Somewhere in this room are hidden some number of secret Squirtles. Locating a secret Squirtle under, behind, somehow adjacent to some plush friend that you can see will be an omen of good luck for you in the coming days. take a moment and consider where I may have hidden a Squirtle. And we will reveal where they may be shortly. I will point out tomorrow, same time, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll be playing more Blueprints, a game that is much less frustrating and is an excellent counterbalance to trying to play through this game, which has yielded mixed results. Yeah, we should be in for another super long day to start tomorrow's stream because we got the sauna again, and we unlocked like a bunch of we got like start of day gems and stuff like that. I'm looking forward to it. That should be good. Let's see. Behind cool spots, behind coughing. Good guesses. Well, I'll hesitate a moment, see if anyone else wants to slide something in. Also, since you weren't here at the start of the stream, Neko, look. Little Squishmallow guys. I don't know if they've already done this promotion anywhere in Europe, but these are like a second wave of little Squishmallow guys with McDonald's Happy Meals. I didn't go after the first ones because I didn't like the designs on them, but these ones are pretty good. Okay, so... I see, I guess. No, I didn't. Oh, okay. Let's take a look. We'll start with coughing. Oh, coughing wants to knock everything off the shelf. That would be an interesting reveal, huh? Not a Squirtle with our friend coughing, but a little blue aquatic friend, little Flap Flap. She's very good. And our buddy Cool Spot, who is even a cool color. The original Cool Spot is red, but ours is even cooler. I'm afraid he masks the return of the Banana Man, who we haven't seen in some time. Behind Fennec Fox? Let's see. Behind our Fennec friend is indeed a small Squirtle. And as I think you've surmised, this is also the case for all of our Squishmallow friends. I did a sort of unboxing for our two winking banana friends, and I thought it would be only appropriate to celebrate that by showing my appreciation of Squishmallows. One thing that's fun to note is that these little guys do have like a proportionally like full-size Squishmallow tag that has like a Cliff's Notes of like background, because like the full tags they'll give like a little history on the character and like what they're interested in. But like Zumira's the bat. Zumira throws the best fiestas in town. That's all you get. There's something I really like about that. It's just like there's no time to explain. The bat likes to party. Done. His murder banana the father. You know, we hadn't opened the bananas by the start of the stream, but like it seems kind of likely, huh? In a way. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. And I hope to see you again soon. Until I do, take care of yourselves and remember that you are clawsome.